That's not helping us. That makes us seem so amateur.
Whatever.
Because I would like you to jump into like a joke that you just missed, like this right now, would be funnier than us spending all the time looking for stuff before this.
Well, too bad. Just start pressing record now.
Yeah,
So
now
isn't it-
you do, which makes me look like an asshole. Hello, Internet. Welcome to the fourth episode of.
3/4.
I have no idea what the hell we're
I
called.
think NG squared
or
C
GC
squared.
squared.
The NJIT Game Club Game
That's
Chat.
way too many syllables.
NJIT Game Club Game Chat.
No, just
3 weeks
game
in
chat.
3
or-
weeks in a
Game
row. We
Chat?
still
But
haven't.
okay, Game Chat.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row. We still haven't decided a damn name for the
I
show.
like it, NGC squared.
NGC squared.
Yeah, but that even if you say that,
GC squared,
it's still
Game
an
Club
acronym for a shitload of syllables. So
GC as of right now because it's only 2 letters. So everybody, welcome to GC episode
3.
3.
Yes.
well, this will be episode 1 since it's changed names.
Oh my god.
We got to go with that rule.
Can we get
No.
the sombrero? Daniel, pass me the sombrero, please. Right there on top of the thing.
Sombrero?
Can I see the sombrero?
There you
Thank
go.
you. Shut up, Kevin. I am, of course, Ayodeji Vatsuasagba, reviewer for video games on the NJIT campus. Hello, everybody. The Mexican to my left is...
Kevin Shoemaker, president of the NJIT Game Club.
Woot. And to the whatever direction the camera's facing is...
the miserable editor of this show, Daniel Peter.
Yeah, find him on DeviantArt, everybody. And welcome to the show. First-time listeners or watchers or viewers, hey, I don't think we've ever said hello to everybody before, so...
You
Hello.
say hello, internet.
Oh, I do.
You always do say hello,
Hello,
yeah.
new internet. Thanks for taking the time to waste your Saturday night watching us instead of doing something cool.
Well, they could be listening and doing something cool.
Well, they could... whatever. Well, thank you for doing that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a schedule of crap in store for you. Let's just go through and jump on it, because this is really terrible.
Well, I'd rather talk about new releases. Than
I don't want to
Yes,
do
no,
that.
new-
Yeah, the new releases
releases
after.
Yeah, I mean,
the
that's
news.
barely ain't
yeah,
to release.
no, I know. I'm just saying though.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we'll talk. The only new release there is Rocksmith, and I still hate you
I
for doing
thought
that.
Origins.
I thought-
We
I
do
it
the
was
2
Lego.
weeks. Lego?
Yeah, Lego.
Is that next week or the week after?
this week? It was this week.
Well, it's not out because
Yeah.
I couldn't download it.
You kidding? Huh.
So,
That's nice to say.
So according to IO, the game is not out. Okay,
I
fine.
couldn't find it anywhere, but whatever. It
Alright.
came out anyway. That's in the new releases. Daniel, look up the new releases while we're here. Anyway,
Ah.
besides those 2, this week and next week's. As for now, let's jump into the news. First topic that we have is Kevin brought up some disturbing news.
Yeah, it's very disturbing.
that
Caught
about
my eye.
Xbox Live. Can you please bring this up so I can tell you why you're wrong?
Okay, well, the
gonna send a
NPD,
text
which I
while you're
believe is a is like a magazine that almost like game
Has nothing to do with
Game
gamers.
Informer. No, well, NPD.
Yeah. it doesn't-
Yeah,
What is
MPD.
it?
That's what you
Oh wait,
said.
it is just no. Is it just games?
No,
or
it's
is it-
devices, I think too.
Okay.
Something like that.
Uh-huh.
They say they did a survey saying
NPD
48. Okay, report.
Mhm.
48% people prefer Xbox Live over the PlayStation Network in North America.
North America.
In North America, 48% more approve of it.
America.
America.
Okay.
So Kevin, to be honest, I see that. I just see it being 48% of stupid people.
Well, you have to
Yeah.
pay for Xbox
You have
Live,
to
so
pay.
that gives them the
of course
players
it's
the
better.
incentive. I have to play this because I'm paying.
I
for
don't
it.
know if it's that or if it's better because it's a premium service. Herb, shout out if you're watching this. He did bring up a point on our Facebook page that just because something is free doesn't mean it's better than something that you pay for. Conversely,
True.
It's not like just because Sony. I'll tell you why I'm confused here. It's that
I'm confused.
you
too.
have 48% of people saying that this is the better service, but you're paying money for everything that's free on every other console in existence. And the only thing you're getting out of this is voice chat. I don't understand why it's better on PC. PC people aren't counted in anything, though.
because it's already assumed.
it's-
They're better and everything.
I
Mostly,
mean,
yeah.
PlayStation. I'll give it like I said last week. I'm not gonna go back. PSN isn't as good as Xbox Live service based. Period. But everything on PlayStation is free to access. Netflix, the Crunchyroll, any app that you download, the sports stuff, anything that you would watch or play that isn't a video game is free. Whereas it's behind a paywall on Microsoft service.
Well, and
Mostly.
And not even that, it's not even good. Like Netflix is better on the PS3 than the Xbox.
Yeah,
and
so I
you
had-
don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
In addition to that, you have to pay.
Well, no,
Microsoft to pay
I know, like
Netflix,
most
so-
people on my friends list, they're always on Netflix
Yeah,
on the
mostly, yeah.
You could-
Xbox.
which is even weirder to me because they have a computer right there. I never got that aspect. Like
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
computer's right back to my game. Like if you're an adult with a kid and the Xbox is in the living room or whatever, fine. But
It may be because of that.
most of the people that we know
Yeah. I don't-
have a computer or a laptop,
Yeah.
which was what Netflix was on in the first place, which is again freer. If
Netflix is also on the Wii, I
How
believe, right?
freak
And
are
no one
you?
cares
Netflix is
about
on
that.
your phone, like
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Why is
right.
it on Xbox? And even
don't
like
think it's
you're
because of
only
that.
paying for group chat,
Yeah.
and okay, but is that worth $60? Because I mean, I remember when Xbox came out, I talked with my I'd be watching TV and have it on
Yeah,
and talk to
party
people.
chat.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
do you do that?
Yeah, I do.
You do that in Halo, maybe
Yeah.
Call of Duty, but
Grand Theft Auto.
you don't talk. Do you now play a game and talk with one person? Will come on, you'll discuss something with them, but
Mhm.
is it a party of 5 different people playing different games or watching TV
Well,
now?
usually,
Because I remember friends would
our-
just drop out.
our personal
Yeah.
thing would be if we hit 5 or more people,
Mhm.
that's too much, and we start our little own party and have a discussion. So like we'll do like 3 or 4, basically of the same game, and then maybe 2, maybe some different game, but they'll be like doing their own thing. So the the party chat I don't think is the reason why.
Well, what do you think is the reason why?
It might be just
Could be
the-
biased.
It could be biased, yes. It could also be the fact that maybe we don't make up the majority of Xbox users. Like maybe
But you said the world, not
No,
North
that's-
America,
that's
North
America,
America,
yeah.
yeah.
North. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you know, if Sony is a Japan company, so maybe you know.
Oh, of
Nah.
course, Microsoft
Yeah.
isn't in Japan at all.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, I get the only reason I can see this Mac is because Xbox came out a year before PlayStation 3. So people had a year to say I've already spent my money here. I don't want to change that anymore. Of course, they're gonna say they enjoy it
with
because they never had
Xbox,
anything else.
it actually that's usually what happens.
Yeah,
Usually
so-
you're like, I'm stuck here, and all this progress I don't want to lose.
I don't want to, so I'm
Yeah.
stuck on it. Like I please somebody comments, Facebook, anything. Tell
It
me.
could also
but-
do with the remember back when Sony got hacked. Maybe people don't feel secure
people
with
don't.
Sony.
But then Sony,
Well,
I don't remember.
Well, you gotta
anybody-
remember, like, not from a gamer's viewpoint, but maybe a parent or like people younger than us that
Mhm.
don't understand most. Like, if their parents are like, "Whoa, my
You know what I
account
don't
is at
understand? It's
risk."
because I'll give it that. Like, it didn't help them, that security thing, and
Yeah.
it's arguably the worst thing that happened to Sony this console generation.
Yeah,
But they got more popular after that, I believe. They
Yeah,
said,
they
we're
did.
sorry, we gave you every free game we ever owned or
Yeah.
ever published in the last year is yours. PlayStation Plus became, like, necessary
Mhm.
after that happened.
Yep.
They gave back, like, so much and lost so much, and they've been on a roll. I think they're the number 1 console now because of that. Well, not under the
actually,
Wii.
Well-
actually, speaking of which, the PlayStation 2 actually beats out the MP sales for the first time ever.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's
like in years.
You can't be. They have every.
Yeah.
Not even talking about like software or whatever. Just
Yeah.
strictly
Yeah.
PSN, Xbox Live. Like after that,
Yeah.
their service is now what it was, but safer. You get freer stuff,
Yeah.
including not just games. You'll get episodes of any. Sony owns a lot of.
Yeah, they own a lot.
They own a lot of
Just
stuff
a
outside
lot.
of games.
Dave,
I remember it wasn't even a PlayStation Plus thing. It was just like for a month, I think you could get the first episode of any anime
Yeah.
released by a specific studio in 1 month. I got the new Avatar series, Ren and Stimpy, Doug, Hey Arnold, all Dragon Ball Z first episodes of every saga.
You just want to own Nickelodeon.
This is
there.
like it was like a lot of Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
a lot of this, a lot of that. What is it? Wolf and not something Cat and Wolf or something? Wolf
Cat Dog?
No, not Cat
Cat
Dog. It's
Dog?
like an anime. Wolf and something.
Wolf's Rain?
No, I know what Wolf's Rain is. Whatever. They just gave a
Okay.
lot of free content. You know,
Tiger
Yasha,
and Bunny?
whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
joking. Okay.
But they'll give a lot of music. They'll give a lot of videos.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's still a free service. And what kills me is that there's no ads. The only ad that they have there is an ad telling you to go to the store to buy stuff.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing there. I don't
Yeah.
understand how.
It might maybe
paying
personally
money?
be biased.
I hated the fact that I turned on my Xbox again. The biggest issue I had with Microsoft, I turned on my Xbox last year, and the first thing you see is the
It's gonna be a
presidential
recurring.
debate.
It's gonna be a recurring statement every podcast.
It's not my fault, son.
Advertising.
It's right there. It's Obama.
I know.
I'm playing video games to get
Xbox,
away
yeah.
from the world.
Yeah.
Granted to Microsoft that the first thing that happens when you turn on your system is it highlights over the game icon. So
Yeah.
you gotta do is smash A.
Yeah.
But you can't. Can you skip the start menu? Can it just boot to disk?
Yeah, there's a thing called Quick Startup.
Yeah.
It'll actually go right
Just go right to
right
the game.
to the game.
Yeah, so you won't have to see that. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
That's an option. But
Yeah.
turn on my PS3. PS3 has that option too.
Yeah.
It'll
They
also
all do.
default right to the game thing, but I won't be. I'll see
Maybe not
my
really.
background.
Yeah.
I will see a border of my background with this. I don't
Big
even see your
advertisement.
avatar anymore. It's a border of your background,
Yeah.
an ad, and this click me to play.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't really like the avatar idea. They stole that from the
They have
Wii.
to fix this.
Yeah.
I liked it for like a few months. I liked unlocking achievements to dress up something so people would see that and say, "Hey, he's cool."
Yeah, like I would have like the Rock Band shirt
Yeah,
and
but
like
now you don't
the
even
helmet.
see it anymore. man.
Yeah,
it's
well-
on the other page that you'll never go to.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
we'll see how Xbox One is,
It has to change.
but it's not going to with advertisements. Not with advertisements.
So you have your game in a corner,
Yeah.
Doritos
No,
here.
I believe if you saw the screenshots for it, which I think
I saw the guy
Yeah,
playing
they
Rise.
have been around, they're actually a little bigger.
Oh,
Guy advertising?
oh yeah. They
No, the play game
Oh, I was
thing.
about to say.
The advertising, I think, is a little smaller.
Okay.
But it's still almost the same layout.
Speaking of which, the other anime with the wolf is Spice and Wolf.
Spice
Spice
and
and
Wolf.
Wolf.
There we go.
Okay,
Somebody posted that?
thank you, FS17 Cloud.
Thank you, Cloud.
Spice and Wolf.
Final Fantasy 7. Woo. Yeah, they gave it to you. I was like, I still have yet to watch it, but I just have it there.
That sounds a little girly. What's Spice
No,
and
it's
Wolf?
not.
It's
Not,
Wolf
not good.
anyway.
No. I assume it's. I just keep thinking Powerpuff Girls, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Next up.
Sugars and spice and everything nice.
What?
That's why I remember.
Oh, wow. You might be right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, my
So-
God. Speaking of which, I have to bring that up.
Why?
The Wolf Among Us?
The Wolf Among Us.
The Wolf Among Us.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later. I was actually playing it.
Okay.
Demo's free on PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox, though.
Yeah.
Demo?
No.
Ah!
I didn't check.
I
Maybe
love
it
this
is.
system.
Maybe it is, but
Um,
maybe it's not.
Next up, round number 2 of news. Everything next gen is delayed.
Everything is going to crap now.
All this, I read this beautiful post on IGN, right? So
Beautiful.
it said that near the beginning of this week, what was delayed, Kevin?
What was delayed?
Yeah.
I believe my favorite that I wanted, Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs was
And the what was it was like Pay something?
Pay.
Pay.
Payday? Pay.
Not Payday. It
No.
was something almost like there was another game delayed with it.
With it.
Um,
Oh right. What? The Crew.
The Crew.
The
That's-
crew.
the
The
crew.
crew. The crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucked. I don't know why anybody wants it. It was a 4-player fighting game with cars.
Wow.
Twisted Metal?
No, there were no guns. It was just beating cars up.
Demolition Derby.
Yeah.
Demolition
Okay.
Derby was fun.
64?
Yeah, no,
Demolition
no,
Derby
no, no, no.
64. Okay.
PlayStation 1.
Oh,
Demolition
I got it
Derby.
in 64.
Aw, man, it doesn't care about the graphics. You need to see the paint chips fly off the car when you hit. Anyway,
Flat Out, I
God, that was the
think.
most redneck game I ever played.
Okay. No, Flat Out. You ever play Flat Out?
Oh no, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That's more redneck than
no,
that.
No.
Yeah.
Just show-
You don't wear seatbelts, your guy flies out, you
that
run
was
dirt
fun.
roads.
Just guys in.
Why aren't
67
racing games like
Chevy.
that anymore?
Because
It's
there's
all
no
need,
fun
it's
in the
either
world.
Need for Speed or Burnout.
No, because now everything
Burnout
has to
too.
be Call of Duty. Everything is gray.
What's wrong
Everything.
with Burnout, Kevin?
Huh?
What's wrong with Burnout?
No, Burnout wasn't. Burnout's good.
Yeah.
No, I said it's either Need for Speed or Burnout,
Oh,
but they're
oh.
both made by the same company. So,
Yeah, well, not the same developer though. Criterion's got Burnout, but
Yeah.
Need for Speed. Okay, that was Criterion too.
Yeah.
From House Pursuit to
Yeah.
what's the
But-
other release?
Can we think of-
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, all
My
right.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened was that game, Watch Dogs, one of the 2 games that I freaking reserved for
I
next
wanted
gen
to.
was
Yeah.
delayed. Was really looking forward to that. I haven't even played that much GTA. I was like, you know what, Watch Dogs was my thing.
Yeah, I
but
haven't played GTA
that
for a
got
while,
delayed.
yeah.
And then I look up even more because of that game's delay. Ubisoft stock or future future projections
Projections.
dropped 20%, a fifth because of this one game.
Watch Dogs.
They
Yeah.
still have Assassin's Creed, but everyone's like, "Fuck you!
was
You've
it
made like
Rocksmith
8."
is Ubisoft too.
Talk about that later. Shut
Hey,
up.
No, I want to stay on subject.
Please, stay on track.
Anyway, we're
Yeah.
talking about delayed games that are not coming out next week.
I know.
That means they're not coming.
I'm just saying Ubisoft has a lot of games coming
Got
out.
that.
Okay.
But that one game that everyone loved an E3 ago
Watch Dogs.
is now gone.
Not gone.
Well,
entirely.
it comes out spring 2014. So if you go to GameStop right now and look it up to reserve it, they have a release date of June 30th. That's a long fucking way away. That's a year.
If it's June 30th, I'll cry right now.
It's very far.
It's
They're
pretty
like
far, yeah.
spring. My birthday's the 18th. I'm old. I've given up on it.
Yeah.
The consoles will almost be a year old at that point.
Yeah.
You will not care. Plus, they're trying to bring GTA 5 to the next gens. What?
They always did.
That's murder.
That was always.
Yeah, but now it's not coming out as an launch. It's coming out as a. Anyway, my point being
Yeah.
that was just one. The second game being
Drive Club.
Drive Club, the racing game. The racing
Racing
game.
Racing.
That was kind of similar to The Crew. It looked awesome. If you have a PlayStation 4, it was going to come free with it.
Yeah.
Keyword, no one remembers. PlayStation Plus is mandatory for
Next gen.
multiplayer playing.
Yeah.
Everything on the console is still free, just like PS3. But if you want to play online with friends, it's you have to buy
Already
PlayStation
changed.
Plus. But PlayStation Plus itself is not changing. You're still getting free games, and Drive Club was one of them. So both the Drive Club that you would get,
Which is free.
and the one that you would purchase
60.
are both delayed till I believe he said early 2014. I'm not sure if he said
early,
spring.
yeah.
But they did say in
Well-
lieu of that, at least for the PlayStation side, in lieu of that,
Mm-hmm.
you get
Contra-
Cabaret.
No, it's Contrast.
Contrast, that game where you play as the shadow, imaginary friend of a Cirque du Soleil woman or
Yeah,
something.
pretty
It's
much.
weird.
Like a circus lady.
It's like
Yeah.
the new Legend of Zelda where you get to turn into chalk
Mm-hmm.
meets what's that game where you only play in the shadows or Limbo. It's like those two
Yeah.
mixed together.
Okay,
It's
that
weird.
sounds good.
It looks pretty cool, but
Okay.
it's an indie game. Do you want like I think you're getting now 3 indie games
No,
for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
yeah.
I'm tired of indie games. They're
I
not
know.
bad, but
Yeah.
I know.
this
You
It's
can't
not-
have too much good
you
indie
can't have
games.
too many indie games. Mike, I need. Where's my?
I need substance.
I need substance.
I know.
Oh my god! But yeah, so I was reading the IGN comments, and some guy was like, "I'm that unlucky bastard who reserved Watch Dogs and Drive Club."
Both.
Oh, wow.
He just has a box coming.
Now, aside from that, do you think that will hurt the reservation?
Watch Dogs is going to hurt a lot because there was a Watch Dogs bundle. I still don't know what Amazon's going to give.
Oh, that's
I
right.
was
yeah,
gonna say-
you.
Oh, wow.
Not even GameStop, Amazon. Like,
Amazon's going to replace it.
but what game are you going to replace? Here's Madden. Here's FIFA. Like,
There's-
what are you going to get?
Dude,
I don't know.
people who buy Watch Dogs are like, I don't want FIFA.
I don't want FIFA.
I don't want this
There's
game.
not, now there's not. You don't have Watch Dogs. What do you have? You have Assassin's Creed,
Black Flag.
Knack,
Battlefield
indie
4,
stuff, Battlefield 4,
Ghosts.
Call of Duty.
Killzone.
It becomes the most generic.
Kill,
not the most.
Kill,
Killzone.
Killzone hard drive.
Killzone hard
Hard
drive.
Kill hard
drive?
drive.
You know.
Killzone hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like aside from Killzone, it's generic. It's not even including Killzone. It's just generic shooter,
Generic shooter.
indie, generic game that comes out when console launch and no one's playing. Knack. What was the other one for Xbox One? Malice. Stuff like that.
In a
Like,
town called Malice.
oh man, so I'm still getting mine. I reserved it with Killzone and that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell my second game is going to be. Maybe a sports game.
What?
I mean, FIFA is popular. I'll be able to find a lot of people online, and
Buying
it will be.
games because they're
The
popular.
first year
I
is
frown
always where you
upon
buy that one game that everyone's like, "Oh my god, the
Yeah.
graphics!" Fight
Graphics.
Night Round 3 was arguably the best launch game for 360.
That was a good
Easy.
game.
You buy. It was one of the top. Shout outs to GamesRadar.com. They had a post the top 50
Launch
memorable things that happened this console generation. One
Ah,
of them
okay.
was everybody, and you did it too. Everyone downloaded the Fight Night Round 3 demo and
Yes.
just smiled at the
Yes.
All you do is knock.
Yes.
You play this for hours. Oh my god! And then I always loved that part because there was the when EA was having a press conference for the difference between Fight Night Round 4 and Fight Night Round 3, and they would show the characters and how better they look and whatever. One of them was like, we always had this invisible box around the characters that they could never get close to each other. Because that's just how we programmed the game.
Yeah,
So
they
they
had
showed a
bugs, yeah.
video of them just walking in invisible air, which you never noticed because you were just so busy with the graphics that when 4 came out, we said, "Nah, we goofed." And it was just so. It was the most wow thing. It was right there and no one noticed. But yeah, so this kind of sucks, Kevin. You're mostly set on getting what console? Xbox? PS4?
well,
PS4. I think we got. You
I
PS4,
was
that's
I
what
was
we're
most set. Whoa. Okay. I was most set on waiting till they fixed everything because last time I bought a launch console, which was the 360, melted
Yes.
and how to get a new power brick, all that blah blah blah.
Good
Yeah.
times.
You know,
Yeah.
the Xbox One has a power brick box too. Like,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll wait till they.
2014, 13, and you have like a connector box. You have to
Connector
make
box.
your system while you. Why do they do that? Like,
I don't
it's
know.
just-
Connect the box?
Wait, no, I guess because everything passes through the Xbox, it needs bigger power and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Xbox is considered
It's turning
a
into
computer.
the Apple of the consoles, where everything has one plug and it has to be that guy.
Yeah.
Shout outs
Yeah.
to the Apple new this bullshit. I don't know what this wire
It's a
is.
flat slide.
It's this flat slide. All chargers are useless. All your anyway.
Yeah,
I hate Apple.
yeah. So I'm a Halo fan, and Halo's been in the
Halo
dumps
3
lately.
is the new free game.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing that all week actually.
Yeah. Apparently, people playing.
Yeah, people are still playing that, but there's
everyone is because
It's
yeah,
free, yeah.
it's free, and but the servers, because it's under 343 supervision now, still suck. That's the reason why these games suck now. Yeah, but I'm gonna hold on to the 360 and PS3 for a while because Dark Souls is still coming out for that. Yeah, so to answer your question, I really do want the PS4 first because of Metal Gear.
Right.
What was another PS3 exclusive?
PS4.
PS4 exclusive.
PS4 exclusive. Well, Metal Gear's not be exclusive, but go
Oh
on.
my god, yeah, Metal Gear
Well,
one.
you buy Metal Gear
Yes,
on
you
PlayStation.
do. Thank you. That's the smartest
Yeah.
I've heard in this room. You don't buy them on Xbox.
Even though I did, but I bought them both.
No, you're
I bought both. though.
What is a good PS4 exclusive?
Well, even
Infamous.
Infamous.
they're making another Infamous one.
Second Son.
Second Son, yeah.
Okay.
You
well,
haven't seen anything about this?
No.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, then Infamous Second Son. Then.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's the one game everyone wants. Like,
Yeah.
It's,
Alright.
it's ridiculous.
I really never seen anything on
It's-
this.
You never
it's-
seen it?
Dog, they
That's
have a
amazing.
collector's edition that you can reserve now. Like,
Yeah.
It's really big.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Everybody
that
pointed
and
out.
Everybody.
Pointed out I'll be all for that shit.
Oh my
like,
God, son, it's really good. But yeah, it
Alright,
doesn't
yeah.
come out till like February. So-
Yeah. Well, February 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that, I can wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would. Yeah. PS4 is cheaper. But you do have to pay monthly for it, and with that kind of makes me. Because I don't want to buy both consoles and pay
And then you have to
monthly
pay
for
monthly for
both,
both.
because PS3 is fine because
Right.
I didn't have to pay for that,
Right.
and Xbox I
Well,
do.
technically, here, if you're gonna be that guy and you're gonna buy both, because I do want to buy both, but I'm not. Microsoft keeps changing shit. I'm not. I'm waiting. I do want to buy both, but if you're gonna be that guy and get both, you could. It sucks, but you just spend the money on Xbox Live.
Yeah, and then just play
PS1 for the
single player games.
I really hate that aspect.
I
'Cause
really
PlayStation
do.
Plus will give you the better games for free.
Yeah, in reality, since I've had my PS3, I've never played it
Never
online.
played online, which is
I mean, I've
you're not missing out on it. I mean,
Yeah.
Uncharted Online was pretty good.
I have
The Last of
I have
Us is pretty
Uncharted.
good.
I have all the Ratchet and Clanks. I have
They don't really have online. Well, the
They do.
All for One
yeah, they do. Infamous games. They're not.
no
Metal Gear 4.
is,
which-
but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd probably be the guy just to keep getting Xbox Live. Sadly,
It's not.
as a mindless droid.
Actually, that does bring up something else. Let me just write that down so I remember my train of thought. What was I going to say?
Train of thought. Oh,
Xbox.
Trains? Kingdom Hearts 3?
Kingdom Hearts 3 trains.
yeah,
I want to
the
talk about that, but I don't know what's going on.
Nobody does.
It's so
Well,
cool.
continue with
let
your
me tell you-
train.
anyway, in addition to the Xbox Live PSN debacle, Xbox Live is doing something smart and weird. They are
It's smart and weird.
extending the rewards program for Gold, the subscription thing,
Yeah.
where you know how you get a free game or 2 free games a month.
Yep.
As stupid as that is.
Yeah, they're extending it.
They're extending it now, apparently indefinitely, for the Xbox 360, and we presume the Xbox One as well.
How do you do that with Xbox One?
Because the PS4, you're still going to get free indie stuff
Yes.
that they're making for the PS4, in
Yeah,
addition to
okay.
whatever that they port over or whatever we assume, and
Yes.
Drive Club and games
Yes.
of that caliber.
Okay.
That's the thing. Microsoft said we're going to extend it. If it goes to Xbox One,
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft is showing themselves to be rather stingy with the freebies that you get. So what the hell would you get? Because you're not getting that many indies. They only care about football, and you're not going to get Call of Duty Ghosts for free.
That would be funny.
So that would be very funny.
I would still not get it.
That would actually make them the most popular console ever, but I don't know how this is going to work. I do like it because it gives
Yeah.
people, competition is always good.
so
Sony
you
will
s-
say, hey, here, every Final Fantasy, free, go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because they have Final Fantasy. We don't.
No. Yeah, but
Yeah.
my issue, somebody again brought up in a comment, as did Herbert, like, what? No, let me say the funny comment. He said, after reading the news, the top comment on Engadget, I think, was, don't worry, I'm not going to go and buy an Xbox yet, because dependent on, as seeing their track record for the Xbox 360, they don't have any 5-year-old games to give us yet, so they still got some time.
Yeah.
Because, again, look, we were talking just a few minutes earlier, the free game of the month is Halo 3. There's been like 3 Halos.
Might and
since
Magic
then.
and Halo 3. Yeah,
So,
this one.
Magic, not even the most current
It's
one.
Might and Magic Clash of Heroes, which
And-
you keep saying it's Magic.
It's Magic the Gathering,
It's
Clash of
not
Heroes.
Magic the Gathering.
and Halo 3.
Halo 3.
So I don't know what you'd be getting. And then before that was Assassin's Creed 2, was some stupid
Yeah.
game. Like, they're
Assassin's
so
Creed
old.
2 wasn't that bad.
They're not good. They're good
There's
games.
Crackdown
but
and Assassin's Creed 2.
who cares? They gave us Infamous 1 and 2. 3 isn't out yet. Like, you're not. So what would what do you think on this, Kevin?
What would Xbox give us?
Yeah, what do you think they'd give you? Would you like this? Would it even go to the Xbox One? Because
Well,
they're only saying it's going for Xbox Live Gold as it is now.
so they would still release it for 360.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get the same games. Like the one on PlayStation 4 and 3 are two different ones. You'll get 2
you're right.
different.
So, but what would you get on one then?
I don't know, but I know you. It would make sense if they continued
Unless
it for
it was
Xbox
like-
360,
Yeah.
and it was like
Yeah,
okay,
if they continue for they would probably
buy
wait
an
to
Xbox 360, just like he tried to do Dan Matrick at a E3. You don't have money for a PS4 or an Xbox One, just buy Xbox 360. So you have the Xbox 360, you buy
Yeah.
gold, and they'll give you games. As old or as crappy as they are, you get games.
Yeah.
But for the one, PlayStation 4 is like, you know what, we will lose money to keep you around. I don't see Microsoft doing that, even though that they clearly have the money.
They do.
Yeah.
They have lots of money.
Hence, I'm saying this is a good and weird thing for me. I like the initiative, but what the hell are they going to do? PlayStation Plus.
I don't know. If we don't know, they're gonna surprise us then.
If you don't
And if
know.
not, it's gonna be a disappointing surprise.
No service in this room, even though I just was.
Nice
Nice.
report. Io doesn't
Looking
have
up Final
service.
Fantasy stuff.
Because
Pictures of men.
yeah.
Next up in the topic,
Is that Tifa's? Oh god.
that's a man. He
the
did bring
guy.
up a point. I don't want to take too long on this because it's just a trailer. But Kevin, Daniel, your thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts tree? Because I had a nerdgasm.
It looks like it went back to
Kingdom Hearts 1.5.
yes, yes, where it
It
didn't
is.
have organization and
You did nothing.
yeah,
God.
it had Hades, like the boss from
Oh,
Hades.
yeah.
It had this pirate
Were
ship.
was the Titan the same Titan, the 1-in-1, the Rock one?
The Rock one.
The Rock one?
I remember you fought
Yes,
the nice
and
one
the
and the Rock one. Yeah,
yes,
so
yeah,
they brought
so
it
it's
back.
the
I was
same
like,
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. They brought it
And,
back, and it's actually pretty huge. Too.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
And-
really, it's like
really
3
huge.
times as bigger.
It
Yeah.
looked like they just showed like some summoning
Yeah.
stuff with
Well, it's not
vehicles.
actually summoning.
The-
That was a system from the Vita for the PSP game, Best by Sleep.
Which one? What?
Best by Sleep.
Had what?
They have a system called Command Style or something like that. Like if you perform like a certain element,
Uh-huh.
and there'll be.
Oh no, I had that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
no, but not the roller coaster didn't look like no.
It did. No, every command style has like a special indicator on the bottom left screen. So the roller coaster was one
No,
of
but
those
then
things.
wouldn't that be just the same as the summons in Kingdom Hearts 1? Because you would
Yeah, it was.
you had the genie. I specifically
Yeah.
remember, and then he would cast magic.
Yeah, yeah.
While you were,
Yes, yeah. So it is something like that
Yeah.
too. So, but it's a command style in the game.
So-
So that's what you said you're going to bring back into
That would
the
be
next
because that
installment.
was in the PSP game. The combat was amazing. It was
Yeah.
like 1 met 2 halfway. It was still as crazy as 2, but they added some Matrix stuff to
And
it.
you didn't have to press triangle.
Yeah, you
over
did not
and
have to
over.
touch triangle, and you had different like command. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like Dan said, you had different command styles.
Yeah.
You could run in there and do magic, and you could just throw ice magic at them, and it would be different variations of ice. You could just be focused on that. You can
Yeah.
run in and do sword attacks. You can run in and do ranged sword attacks. You can run in and do a hybrid of all the 3.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, okay.
There was one scene, if you guys watch and ladies, if you watch the trailer at the beginning where he's casting fire magic, about like
Oh, yeah,
30 or
he's
40
like-
seconds in,
Yeah.
he turns the keyblade
Yeah,
into
into
two like
into
guns,
two guns,
and starts
yeah.
shooting fire.
Yeah,
that's essentially what happened on the PSP. Which
Yeah,
is really
that's
cool.
pretty much that,
But
yeah.
I'm really just stoked about the electronic symphony summons. If I could summon that an electronic pirate ship whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
That would be so awesome.
and get
Yeah, I
really
never been
dizzy.
to
I wouldn't get
Disneyland, so-
far at all.
So I've not been to Disneyland, so I don't know what that is.
No, and it's
Yeah.
just cool. It's just a parade where instead of the floats being floats, they're floats with just lights that go in queue with electronic music. It's really cool. It's really cool. And the intro is pretty badass. But that's that.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
much it.
definitely-
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The reason I was looking at those Final Fantasy pictures was because apparently Square has put up a committee of veteran the directors of Final Fantasy to overlook the quality of your Final Fantasy titles. That's
which Final Fantasy titles?
just future ones basically.
Oh, so now we're like,
Oh.
all right, 13's done. 14's good. Step the fuck away and let me look at your work.
Yeah.
Which is fine because actually no, I think 13 is just the 13 trilogy
yeah,
is arguably the weakest of all Final Fantasy.
it is. It is. Everybody.
So I don't know if it's that the company's just doing bad or because 15 looks badass. 14 is awesome. 12 was great. 11 is still being played. And 10 and the rest, whatever. But it's just 13.
Well,
it
actually,
seems
12 is
weird.
more like still being split
can't
apart.
do-
It's still being split apart
I
into
can't
two.
see how. There's just so
It's so
many.
weird. I don't know why.
I know.
either.
I either got like 100 or 400 hours in it. That game is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love them. PS2 all day.
Just do
Yeah,
it.
but it was pretty much like ever since like 13 came out, everybody hated the linear aspect of it. Then 40 came out, everybody hated it for being such a broken piece of crap.
Yeah, I assume that they
That's
went
that.
and fixed it up because 13.2 was a definite improvement.
It
but
was.
Yes.
It wasn't
the
that.
FU
Except for the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending was such a big F you to everybody.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go screw everybody over.
Lightning is cool, okay, America? You will like her. We'll put her in everything. She's in Final Fantasy 14. You know that? They have
Yeah,
an event.
I'm aware of that.
And
Yeah.
If you beat this like event with her, you unlock her and Snow's outfits and weapons.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody.
what gave them the obligation
I know.
to say she's cool? Was there a
Everyone
survey?
wants Cloud.
Was it like an in-company survey? Oh,
I
how
think
do
they're
you-
doing a Capcom Mega Man thing. We know you want Cloud. Let's give them the worst one.
So you want him more?
Mega
Even
Man.
more.
Let's give you
Even more.
bad
Even-
art
yeah,
Mega
you
Man
keep
on
out-
the PlayStation
Heck,
only.
as for the point, let's remake that everybody's still nagging about for the past how many years now? I mean,
They'll
what-
never
what-
make a Final Fantasy VII remake.
No, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
No.
They
Yes,
should. They
Yeah, they
just
can't.
should
There's
not-
no way in hell they do it justice. But
No,
man, if they
can't.
do,
If
They
they,
can't.
if
Because,
they do, we could just cry
no, they
weekly.
can't. If they do, they will up the emo so high. and then you,
I
and you
want
was
to
like,
swing, but I can't. Attack miss.
What's my motive? my
I
love
feel
is
like
dead.
my heart is missing, and Sora's like, "This is my game."
yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
let's go to a cheerier world.
yeah.
Zach. Oh God, this game. All right, Daniel. What are the new releases
Oh yeah,
of this week? Just so we could talk about them briefly, and then the week after.
right. Oh, this week, we got
Stanley the Parable.
the Stanley Parable.
Bridge Constructor on Steam.
Yeah, it's on Mac. and
What's that
PC.
God of War Ascension thing?
Oh, that's on PSN now. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's pretty much that. And we got Angry Birds trilogy for the Vita, but
It's on. That's new. That doesn't suck.
don't touch it.
Pokemon X and Y.
No, that
Okay,
already-
now we
oh,
go,
yeah, well,
and then
excellent.
we go on Skylanders / Sloth Force. You know, Skylanders,
Yeah.
toys, expensive stuff, good times.
Expensive stuff. Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
And we got Pacific Rim, the video game.
That came out on PS3, but it's been on Xbox for a while.
Yeah, okay, but I hear that's pretty awful.
Anything else worth noting?
Everything else worth noting?
Where's-
No,
Oh,
no,
this
I don't,
week.
I don't see anything. But
Oh, that's next
week,
week. Hold on to next week.
yeah,
This week, though,
This week.
this week sucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
This week was bad, but since it's this week, we can talk about it more in detail. Pokemon X and Y is out. You've arguably been playing it since what, last Friday?
Yeah, I think like every corner of every waking day, I've seen somebody with it.
I've seen a lot of 3DS XLs, so
Yeah.
props on Nintendo.
Which I
thought
actually
it was
have
the
one.
stupidest thing ever.
I have one, so.
And hey, everyone has
Oh, not
one.
3DS
Shut me up.
XL, DS XL.
DS
Yeah, which is yeah.
Yeah.
Could I, if I traded that in, how much money would I
Like
get?
$50 maybe.
So yeah, so I can get a 3DX.
Apparently, you might want to wait till Black Friday though. Apparently, they're selling a GameStop's ad leaked, and they're selling a two 3DS XL boxes. One being a Luigi's Mansion blue, and one being a Legend of Zelda, the chalk one.
Chalky.
The chalk one is 220.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how much the Luigi's one is. But those things are going to sell like water. So if you don't mind running through people who need to get another DS, because God forbid, by all means to get one. But yeah, the XY is out. It's pretty cool. It does a lot. We talked about it last week, so I won't get too much into it in detail. Everything's that I've seen from the game
Works.
works well. Except the save thing, which they did fix for the first time ever. Nintendo that I know of said we'll patch it. We'll patch it.
They have the word patch in the dictionary.
Yeah, so what they said to fix it, they gave out
Nintendo and patch.
Nintendo sent out. Yes, I know it's weird. Nintendo sent out a map of the zone. I forget the name of the city. It's the city about 3 or 4 hours in, the big New York-looking city. There's certain places in there that where you save, it'll freeze your save, and you won't be able to play. Once you load that save, it'll be frozen. You can't do anything. You have to hard shut off the 3DS, turn it back on. You can either wait for this patch to be released, which they said will somehow make it so that you can play that save again, or you can restart the game, but make sure to save in either these, or do not save in the specific areas. So forgive me, I don't remember the map, but just do a quick Google, or save in the Poke Centers.
That's where I always save.
You don't get frozen if you save in the Poke Centers. That's that. Also, I get to talk about something I do know a lot more in depthly. The Wolf Among Us. It launched. It's made by easily now one of my favorite developers after playing the Walking Dead series.
Because he made you cry.
Because the Walking Dead's last episode, God in heaven.
Yeah.
Why? Like, it's so good.
It's really good.
Top endings of my entire life in any media. It's
it's still.
It's good. There's
good.
It's great. There's no, you can't hate. Like,
Is it
I
feels?
do want to hate it.
it's the last hour is gut wrenching. It's madness. You
I-
will not be happy, but you're happy. Oh, it's so.
I want to hate it because
You can't hate it.
I do
Cannot
want to hate it, man.
Can't, no.
Because
It's perfect.
Well-
Shut up. Shut up.
I have to know, man.
It's perfect.
It's not.
That's why the next one's coming out.
Yeah, but when they haven't said
I
anything
don't
about
care.
it.
They need to take their time because this is perfect. But
this is
before
what
I
I
get
need.
off in this other tangent, Telltale Studios or Telltale Games,
Yep.
Telltale Games,
Same thing.
whatever, have have teamed up with DC Comics, or no,
Oh.
sorry, Vertigo,
Vertigo.
a subsidiary of DC, and Warner Brothers to bring you The Wolf
Warner
Among Us.
Brothers.
I heard about something like this. I might be wrong in changing the properties of this, so please call me out on this. My comics have dropped. I only really read Spawn and a couple of other things, but there was a comic book series called Fables or something.
Yeah, that's
that
the
was
one.
about fairy tale characters.
Yeah.
This is kind of like that. I don't know if Vertigo was the studio behind Fables, but this is essentially, and it's such a great premise. You play as fairy tale, and I love games that give you the preamble in like 3 sentences. Like, this is all you need to know for all you Wikipedia nerds. This is it. So what they do, they give you like 3 paragraphs, not even 3 paragraphs, like literally 3 lines. Fairy tale characters escaped their fairy tale world and went into the real world, New York City.
Isn't that a movie?
I don't. No,
That's a movie.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No.
What?
What's that movie where the fairy tale player go to New York?
What?
There's a movie.
Yes,
Jason Goes to New York.
No. What?
What?
Yeah, Jason went to New York in one of the movies.
Oh.
He was walking.
Yeah, I know. But no, it was shit. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it is. It's
You're wrong.
no, I'm right.
Your childhood is.
No, it was
bad.
it was released like 5
I have
years
no idea
ago.
what you're talking about. You're wrong. Anyway.
No,
Kevin
I'm
is
right.
lost in thought.
No.
This game
It exists.
It's you play as fairy tale characters in this world have left their fairy tale stories somehow and are now living in New York. They
This is a
have to
movie.
go and all of them are a giant egg or a big wolf or something weird. So they have to go get something called oh my God, what is it called? It's a weird name, but they have to go to witches in order to get a spell cast on them so that they look like humans. I forget what this is called. It's like it's a thing.
Okay.
It's a thing.
thing?
They call this thing that they need to do something, but
So
only
they-
witches can perform this something that makes them look like people.
So they got
And you
the
have to
thing
pay
essentially.
money to do this. Yes, they
Okay.
got that thing.
They got the thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's that. So in this game, you play as Beowulf, who is a New York detective, who's going around solving problems between the fairy tale people. You start off the game met by a frog in like a 2-foot frog in a nightgown, and you chastise him for not doing that thing that makes him look like people. And he's trying to tell you that I can't, money's expensive. And just like the Walking Dead games, you have choice of dialogue options. Whatever you choose to say or not choose to say or do will affect the character relationships around you and the future events. So, I told him I'll let you off with a warning, but you got to do this, blah, blah, blah. And this frog is like this surly sailor guy, just keeps cursing and swearing, and you're talking to a frog. Like, you're looking at it like a 6-foot guy talk to a 2-foot frog about putting your clothes on, essentially. It's hilarious. While he's doing this, he says that there's a noise upstairs. You go upstairs to see it, and you hear some guy beating up, clearly a woman. So you're like, what the hell is this? You look around for clues. You're a detective after a while before you go in. At least I did. You can skip it. You can go and bang on the door, or you can go and kick it down. I knocked. That didn't work, so I just opened the door. And then as soon as you see it, the guy is beating up some woman. So I step in there, and I start to fight him. And they changed the fighting from The Walking Dead. The only issue that I had with The Walking Dead was the combat was very glitchy. It was very, very glitchy. Like, you'd press a button and it would take a minute to load the action.
Yeah, the glitch.
Or it would be like the screen wouldn't move when you're like, it's really
freezes,
hard to fight.
Yeah,
it freezes, it does stuff. This was very fluid, there was none of that. But the combat is a lot more, it's like Heavy Rain sped up.
Oh.
Where it's still a quick time event, but you won't see the button where you think it is. Like, you'll see a floating X icon, but your reticle will be in the top right corner and the X will be in the bottom left, so you have to move the reticle over to the X and then press it.
Okay, so you don't really have to tap the...
You don't just have to tap, there's more than that. There's also some, like, so the way this went out was I opened the door, I had him pressed to the wall, I told him leave the girl alone. He wouldn't fight me, he went to fight me, swung at me, so I took his arm, held him in a grip. Then while I was holding at him, so now I'm standing behind him holding his arm, I then have the choice of where to throw his body. So I had like a sink, a bed safe, and the floor, something else. So I threw him at the sink. Nice. He hit the sink, picked up a razor, and ran back at me. So now he's attacking me with the razor, and I had to do directional inputs to dodge, blah, blah, blah. This ends up with him on the floor with a broken jaw.
Ooh.
At least in my story.
Okay.
And the woman, who clearly sounds to be a prostitute.
Oh.
And then here's where you get the exposition, because up till then you just saw a guy talking to a frog telling him to get his stuff together. Yeah. You find out that the guy is a hunter, and you are the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf who is now for whatever reason reformed. Yeah. The hunter before had killed you in the stories, but now that you're in real life, you're getting a one-up on him. Oh. So now he's like, you better let go, or no, you better get out of here, because I'm going to beat that girl up again, just like I beat you or something. And then he's like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, the girl doesn't know who you are, or no, she does know who you are, but she's like, what does he mean? And then the guy starts talking. He's like, I was a hunter. I used to hunt this guy all the time. I cut him open and threw stones in his body, and I'm going to do it again. And then now the fight escalated to a point where he threw me out the window on top of the frog's car. Oh. That was pretty funny. And then he starts to choke me out.
Is the frog's car a smart car?
No, it was like a cab.
Mini Cooper?
It was really awesome. I was a dick. Like, I landed on. He's like, oh, my car. I was like, how's your insurance? It's really good. So the guy wanted to kill you. You're a human. And then it got worse. And then the wolf almost came out of me. And then I had to stop playing to come here and do this podcast. Hey, everybody.
Whoops.
But the game is really, 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 really fun. And the only thing that sucks is... it's episodic again, so you have to pay $5 every other week, or like season pass. I'm not sure if it's 15 or 25 or something.
Probably 20 at most anyway.
$20 probably. Get some stuff, but I know they're gonna get my money. They're a really good story. If you guys have a lot of money, not even a lot of money. The first episode, the demo's free. First episode's like $5. Play it, you'll love it. That being said, Daniel, what's next week's releases?
Next week.
That's where all the good stuff comes out.
Nice. So we go Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Hells yeah.
Oh, is Batman out next week?
Yes.
Jesus, I still have not beaten Arkham City.
You are a fool.
I got up to like.
You know the ending though, right?
No, don't.
Okay.
Don't. I don't know I know Batman Arkham Asylum's ending, but not City.
But you don't know Arkham City.
You don't know
Cities because
what the hell?
I got bored.
It's funny.
I got bored.
You know Injustice.
I got bored because it's the same game. It's the same game, and I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's the same game. So I was like,
okay, for you, it makes sense. You play Arkham Asylum and then jump into Arkham City.
City,
You
it's
definitely
the same game.
because
Yeah.
I now play Arkham Asylum only
So
the
when
demo.
you jumped in the city, you're like, oh my god, this is the best game ever.
Yeah.
Which is what Asylum was. So
Well-
now that city's there. Okay, so
well,
now I don't have a roof. It's the same game with no roof. I'm
Well,
like,
for me, I'm like a sandbox.
Kevin, what are you trying to say?
I'm like a sandbox junkie. Actually.
You
I
know
just-
Injustice's story, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Come on, don't talk!
What?
No
I didn't
spoilers!
spoil anything.
Don't spoil anything.
I didn't.
Don't
Don't.
spoil anything.
Don't.
I really didn't.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't even talk. Elude. Daniel.
Hey, Kevin.
Other games that come out.
Hey, Kevin. Tuesdays wonder why you're wearing a sombrero.
Because you touch
Tuesday.
yourself, Tuzman.
Tuesman?
Yeah.
Tuesman because isn't it Mexican Awareness Month?
Oh, you'd be racist. It's so racist. The other releases,
All
Daniel.
right. We got Deus Ex Human Revolution, the director's cut.
How are you releasing the director's cut of a game that came out 2 years ago?
Well, for one thing, everybody had a complaint about the boss battles and
Oh.
stuff like that, so they improved the.
so
AI
why don't
on
you
that.
patch that? I'm not buying it again.
Oh,
I want- no.
Director's cut?
Yeah.
No.
It comes with DLC, doesn't it? The
Well,
DLC
yeah, it also
where-
Why
comes
would
with
you
DLC
release
too,
that?
yeah.
Like, who cares? 2 years ago. 2 years.
Some people didn't have the
It's
product.
like, okay.
Okay, fine. It's more
No,
of a game
you
of the-
weird Dark Souls people, I get
Oh,
that. If you want to
God.
buy Demon Souls Director's Edition, fine. Deadly Premonition, you want to buy that, that's fine. But we're talking about a game that not that meant, whatever.
Fine, it's a game of the year edition, basically.
Yeah, but 2 years, it's not the year.
Never mind that.
Skyrim had a year of edition in that year.
The year of the
Not 2 years ago.
Well,
Granted, I love Deus Ex and I bought the collector's edition on Steam, but I don't see like the point of that. Keep
Oh,
going.
oh,
Dan.
Yeah, we go. Rocksmith 2014. I know you two are excited about
We'll
that
talk
for
about
reasons
that
I
in a
don't
bit.
understand.
Yeah,
so,
keep going.
Yeah. Let's
Phoenix
see.
Wright, is that the demo or the game?
Actually, it's the game.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Destiny.
There's a lot of stuff that comes out
Yeah,
next week.
a lot of stuff. And let's see.
Ruse? Wasn't
uh,
that game with that trailer? Like 3 years ago at E3?
Yeah.
With the two guys on top of like sitting on a couch aside from each other doing
shit,
like a
yeah,
command.
that is the one.
Wow, it just comes out.
And now it's coming. Oh my
Which
god.
actually doesn't stand for anything.
Wow, that's so old.
Yeah,
I completely
so
forgot
old,
about
yeah.
it. They made such a big deal
Yeah,
about
it's
it. at
being
E3.
released on PSN actually. So
Wow, it went from a E3, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, it could still be good, but I've heard nothing
Yeah.
about it. What else is there?
we got the updated Naruto Ultimate Ninja
We'll talk
Storm.
about that.
Yeah.
Enslaved
is that a
Premium
DLC?
What?
What?
Is
What?
that a DLC?
What? The
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
actually no, it's a
Are you
full
fucking
game.
kidding me? Enslaved? Enslaved Premium Edition? Click
Yeah.
that. I need to know what's in there.
Well,
The game came out like 09. What is in there? What is in
we're,
there?
we're complaining about Deus Ex. and
No, we're
I've
talking about
been
Deus
saying
Ex. This is the year that everything that was released.
I mean, I heard that this one is actually being released on PC also.
No,
so.
what is in that box?
What, the premium edition?
Yeah, there wasn't even DLC for the game. What is in there?
If this,
Yeah, you're finding it in there.
uh,
It says downloadable content
okay, yeah, we got Piggy's
Oh,
Perfect
yeah,
10.
there was
and,
DLC.
and a
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Nah, I need to know what's in there.
well, we also got pre-order bonus for costumes, so that's that.
There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
God, that's funny. I mean, Enslaved was awesome. It had Andy Serkis. So the motion,
Basically, it was another Ninja Theory game before.
It was-
before Fuck
if
You,
you
the
guys
game.
like the what was that Heavenly Sword?
Yeah.
It's essentially
Did anyone like
a
that?
longer. Heavenly Sword was awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
It was
I
just criminally short.
It was, yeah,
And
very
there was
short.
nothing to do after you beat it.
Yeah,
Alright,
it
that
was
makes sense.
embarrassingly short.
It
Yeah.
was
Embarrassingly
very
short.
good. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've always heard
Acting was.
I've
good.
always heard
Voice acting
horrible
was
things
good.
about it.
Twing twang.
Twing twang.
Twing twang.
Twin twang.
Twing twang. It's a thing in the
Twin
game.
twang.
Twing-
TD.
twing-
It
what-
sounds like a rap.
No, but the game didn't have that much about it. So let's jump into that. Starting off, Batman
Arkham Origins.
Origins. This is a precursor to Arkham Asylum or Arkham City.
Arkham Asylum.
So this starts before all of that happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you fight
Dead.
not
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke, and
Deathstroke.
who?
And Death.
Black Mask.
And Black Mask.
Batman, who hired a couple of assassins to kill the Batman. You know, it was
The-
pretty much
The
his-
Batman.
The Bruce Wayne.
Basically,
The Bruce Wayne.
basically that was his debut as Batman, and now
No, it
everybody's
wasn't.
out again.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how it takes place.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I get. No, well, Black Mask, was he there when Batman? I mean, he was always there, but was it? I don't know too much about it again. 'cause
Nobody
I haven't
read the
beaten
comics
City
there.
yet. I've
Spook
read
on.
the keep. There's so many comics. I can't keep up.
Comics.
I mean, this is the first game by non Rocksteady Studios. Who's making this one now?
Probably Ubisoft.
No, it's not.
It's not
That's a
Ubisoft.
joke.
That would be
no.
funny.
It's not.
Who's the developer for this one?
See, the developer is WB Games Montreal.
Splash
Yeah, Splash Damage Limited.
Splash Damage.
Yeah.
I have heard nerd. I mean, the good thing here is that no one knew what the hell Rocksteady was until Arkham Asylum came out and knocked him out. But now that you got that, do you want to? Here's that. Don't be people are afraid to change thing. Yeah, I did hear a couple of press
Previews.
something about it where like the combat has changed into now you can tether objects to the bat hook.
Yeah.
And then use that in combat, so like you could tether two enemies together and knock them out, or like a bat grenade or something, whatever the hell he wants to call it now,
Yeah.
into somebody else and knock them out, which is pretty cool. But aside from that, I've had absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
To be honest, that's of me because I haven't beaten City yet. I don't want to spoil it.
Well,
yeah,
that
that's,
and-
there's also a new difficulty called I Am the Knight with Paradeath and no saves.
Permadeath knows the Dark Souls version
Yeah.
of the game now.
Yes.
You-
So
you
now
get
Io
touched
doesn't
and-
like it.
No, I'm not. I'm damn sure not gonna pick it. I am the knight. I still. It's like that's a difficulty in Dead Space 2.
Well,
Like hardcore
at
mode, you
least
had
not-
two saves.
Yeah, 2 saves.
Like
yeah.
what? Why?
That's not even about hard. It's like I need to manage my
You
time.
die once, it's like two. Like why? What? Yeah, you can only save at the end of the game and the beginning. So what's the point? Or Bioshock 2, the 1990s.
No, it was
1999.
Infinite.
1999.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like
That wasn't that bad. That's
Actually,
that was the
wasn't
only
that bad,
playthrough I
yeah.
made was 1999.
I can't do this.
No,
I'm
no,
like-
he should.
Where like it costs money to be revived or something, right?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you even do that?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but he
Like,
still.
now you're
should-
talking about that where you won't do that again. Like no.
Well,
Yeah.
what was it? Arkham
Well,
Origins.
better than the DLC's Heaven, Hell and Hell.
Hell-
No,
Hell
Hell
and
and Hell is funny because
No, Heaven
no,
and
no,
Hell
no.
is
Heaven
funny.
and Hell is funny. Hell and Hell is horrible.
Hell and Hell is just plain old social.
The enemies are the hardest difficulty that we have, and if you breathe, you die.
pretty much that. Like
20 levels. Good luck, faggot.
No, Hell and Hell is when you die in one shot.
Yeah.
Heaven and Hell is when everything dies in one shot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the boss.
But no, but the difference, key
Yeah.
difference is in Heaven and Hell, everyone dies in one shot.
Yeah, even
Everyone.
bosses.
Even bosses. So
Even
all you do
boss-
is shoot and win. In
Yeah.
Hell and Hell, enemies have normal health, but they're at the hardest difficulty of the
Yeah.
difficulties you can select.
Yeah.
And you die in one hit.
Yes.
So you have to be like Asian to beat the tutorial, let alone.
It's true.
Yeah, like to.
Yeah, man, whatever. So
It's dumb. Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I can't talk too much about Arkham City or Arkham
Well,
Origins.
what was it? Arkham Origins has fell under the new generation curse of having multiplayer now.
Oh, it has multiplayer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it does have multiplayer. I forgot.
No,
about
is it
that.
just multiplayer beat 'em up? Because
No,
that's
it's-
awesome.
No,
Oh,
it's multiplayer.
It has like its own little thing.
like literal multiplayer. Like you play as Batman and Robin, and you play as a couple of criminals, and you just beat each other up. That's pretty much that.
oh, that's not fun.
Nah, no, because it's pretty much.
I mean, the combat is fun.
the combat will be fun, but how will it
How
be
would you
fun
then
for the
multi-
players who are playing as the dogs? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, whatever.
It's-
I'm Batman. I have OP abilities.
No, I am Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
You're
That's gonna get annoying.
Yeah,
You're the
it'll
horseman.
be a mess.
The horseman.
the horseman.
I am horseman. Just coming- Next up, Rocksmith 2014. Kevin, why do you love this game and torment me about it?
Because why do I torment you about it?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know, back in the day, you're a Guitar Hero player, right?
Uh-huh.
People would be like, "Do you even play a real instrument?" You got that a couple times, right?
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
that every time I play.
Uh-huh.
So, I believe Ubisoft's making it,
Ubisoft,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So they're like, well, you can get a real, you get your guitar if you have a real guitar, and then they have the wire and you plug it in, and it's basically like teaches you how to play real songs, and that was the first one. And they didn't have much known bands. I mean, they had some like Nirvana, Radiohead, and like some oldies.
Uh-huh.
And it was pretty good because like you would learn how to. Did a nice steady pace of teaching you how to play the song, and it would rep the difficulty so if you're playing it like perfectly, or you might need to slow it down a little bit to learn the certain part.
Slow it down.
Yeah. But now with Rocksmith 2, they literally, it's like they quadrupled their budget and got like one of the best set lists. Even if this was a Guitar Hero game or Rock Band, it is a pretty good set list.
You're right.
You got Foo Fighters Everlong, which is my favorite Foo Fighters song. You got Kiss Rock and Roll All Night, which is a party classic. You got your favorite drum song, Oasis, "Don't Look Back in Anger."
Oh, but there's no drums.
And then what they actually now have is they have metal, because back in Rocksmith 1, they didn't really have much metal because playing metal is pretty hard on a guitar in some cases.
Oh.
So now they have Slayer, War Ensemble, which is, I don't know how they're going to chart that because most of it's just noise anyway. Pantera, Cemetery Gates, which is a wonderful song to play on guitar.
And die.
Cemetery Gates?
Oh.
I don't know, War Ensemble, yeah, you die.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they have some other, they have Smashing Pumpkins, but not like a known Smashing Pumpkins song. It's like
You want to know something to let everybody laugh?
What?
I want to bring this up. It was only yesterday that I found out that Painted Black was not sung by, oh god, it's so stupid.
What?
The Rolling Stones did Painted Black.
Yes, 1962-ish.
My whole life, I thought Smashing Pumpkin did it.
Oh my god! End the podcast now.
The voice is it's the same voice. It's the same voice. The whole time I was like, wait, you're not, because I went to YouTube on my drive home.
Does
like,
Mick Jagger sound like Billy Corgan?
What? The whole time I'm like, yes he does, and that's so, tell me it wasn't him the whole time. I was like, yo. So I'm looking for Smashing Pumpkins Painted Black. I'm like, okay, maybe Red Hot, maybe the Smashing.
This is why this guy's horrible with music. That's why I don't.
My whole life is a lie.
Anything stupid he says about it, I just let it go.
Anyway,
Okay, Smashing Pumpkins is the 90s, 80s.
I know, Kevin.
Rolling Stones has been around since
I
the
didn't
50s,
hear
60s.
Painted Black till like Twisted Metal came out. So
Yeah.
but like it was a good. Anyway,
Which is in Rocksmith 2014.
Exactly.
This is what we're going for.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they introduced you're allowed to export your Rocksmith
Rocksmith.
1 library and DLC, which I actually have some DLC. Which there was actually some free ones. There was like some Jingle Bells kind of stuff. Learn like some cool songs, but yeah, they actually announced the track list I think like this week.
Yeah.
And it's coming out next week.
yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind
So
of
you won't see him next podcast.
no, yeah.
You just see him with this big guitar, even though there's nothing to plug it into. Horribly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then they'll have that, and I think they added a new function where you can because essentially you're using your TV as an amp, so they have their pedals and stuff, and you can record your own little guitar things you want to play.
Can you submit it anywhere or just record?
Submit it. I do not.
Upload it to like their servers and then download
I
somebody's.
didn't. I really didn't look into that, but I don't think you can.
Could
Not
you
like
run the
not like
first
Guitar
one?
Hero. First one never had that. First one had like a little jam session, but yeah, it just basically came out of the speaker. But there, you got a little recording session. I think it's like almost like that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it'd be kind of awesome because this is what we can do, and then you upload your thing, and then, like,
Yeah.
Jesus, that's awesome. I do like the thing. I haven't bought the first one, but I definitely respect it, as all of the Rock Band 3 tried to do the if you buy
the pro
this
guitar.
and put your MIDI into it, we'll teach you somehow.
Yeah.
But this game is dedicated. No, we're not even fun. We're just hell
On
bent
teaching
on
you.
making you play the guitar.
Yeah.
With these songs, that's it.
Yeah, there's also little mini games that teach you how to play real guitar. Like I know the first one had like a scale thing where you had to try to play the scales as fast as possible. Then they had like a baseball bend swing where you have to bend the string. To
Did
hit
they
the
have
baseball.
a edition that came with the guitar?
A real guitar?
Yeah.
I think they did.
I think
it was
they did.
limited, definitely.
I don't know if it was expensive. I
It's
don't
a
think
real
it was-
guitar.
I know, but there's like $50 guitars everywhere. You're not gonna give you a Gibson Les
I
Paul
know.
to
Well,
practice.
the whole
but
was it?
go to Best Buy now and buy
I think the
$100.
brand sponsored by Rocksmith is I think Les Paul's too.
Oh, that's
So it's
awesome.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would buy that actually. If it's
Yeah.
like a candy blue or candy red, done. Anyway, I the set list is awesome. I didn't buy the first one.
Yeah.
I think I might have to get the second one.
Anyway,
It's
I'm
really
up.
cool.
Yeah, but I'd like to talk about a game that's not be coming out like in the next 2 weeks. Sonic.
Please, no.
Sonic Lost World.
No, leave it alone.
Please.
Leave it alone.
No,
Leave it
no,
alone.
but there's
I
something-
hear them.
No,
Leave
but
it on.
I
there's
hear
something-
them.
there's
Fullburst.
something
Let's
notice-
talk about Fullburst. What?
No, there's something I noticed about that the IGN review. They complain about Sonic not being fast enough.
Sonic not being fast enough? Just make him invisible. He's so fast, he's invisible.
Yeah, but they said that Sonic game was
Everybody supersonic racing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually not that, and he's still okay. As a
So
Sonic.
IGN gave it a 5.8. I didn't watch the review. I did read it. It seems so sad.
God, yeah, I watched the review. I was
They're
like,
like it's trying to be Mario, but you're not Mario.
you're not Mario.
You're Sonic.
Also, you're not fast.
You're not fast. You're slow
Slow.
in a game.
about
you're
running
not-
fast.
And
I was
the
like-
comments are just those people defending it. Like, you want him to be fast, and he's fast, and you don't like it, and he's slow. You want him to be fast. It's the Sonic. It's the Sonic. You got XDF. You got SDF. You got SD.
I have no clue what you're saying.
The Xbox Defense Force.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sony Defense Squad.
Yes.
And you got the Sonic team.
The Sonic team.
So when that logo comes on, you boot it, it says Sonic Team. They're not talking about the developers.
Like-
They're talking about the fans.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So we
The
just
game looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it. I was at Comic Con.
Yeah.
It was there. It didn't even let you, but it was really awesome.
didn't let you?
No, it was there, but there was so many people.
okay. Yeah, there
But
was a lot
it
of
looked
people, yeah.
awesome,
It
but I'm sad to see that this game, because Generations was so
was
good.
Yeah.
It was really good. Stop it. You said it was bad?
No,
You
I said
looked
it was
like
good.
bad. Okay. yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Give
just
me that
saying,
look of
like, you
disappointment.
guys are liking Generations because it's like has old and new.
No,
No, not
exactly.
even
They
that.
mixed the two
Yeah.
beautifully.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
new stages were awesome. The only stage I didn't like that was new
Yeah.
was the Sonic Adventure 2 stage. It just
The
didn't make
Sonic Adventure.
sense.
Yeah.
But putting that in the Sonic ones was genius.
Yeah.
But it just didn't, because I played the next gen version of the Sonic Adventure 2 stage, which was better than the one that I played in that game, so I didn't like it. But
Yeah.
being chased by as a little Sonic, a little baby Sonic, I was like,
And I actually really like the way the old Sonic was quiet in that game. Like,
they said that they wanted to have Stefan Arkell voice, or the original voice. What is
Oh.
his name? Stephen White or something? Something White?
Stephen White.
No, something White. Jalil White?
Jello White.
Something. The name of the Sonic voice actor for the cartoon was the same guy who played Steve Urkel in Family Matters.
oh.
But they wanted to have him, and there was like some
that,
issue. Yeah, that guy.
That retarded show.
Whether or not
Oh,
he,
Ah,
whether or
I
not
remember.
Sony contacted him or they didn't want to, they just ended up having him silent, which I did like.
I did like, yeah.
Especially the interaction between Sonic's friends and this guy. Like, who are you? And he just.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
It was so
yeah,
good. But yeah,
he was so mute. I was
it's
like,
so sad. And then Colors came out. I didn't play Colors a lot, but man, it was awesome. It looked great. The stage is like, wow. Sonic with powers that didn't suck. It was really good. Sad to see that this happened.
well, yeah, but it's back in Lost World now, so.
Whatever.
But yes, whatever.
That, and then let me see the piece of paper. And then the last thing, not many people care, but the Naruto DLC that will come out next week, full burst.
Full burst.
Woo!
We're going full super.
So
Saiyan.
to my disappointment, what happened at Comic-Con
Comic-Con.
is truth. They only added one character, but as I did
In 4
assume,
panels.
they did patch it. So longtime people, fans who have played Part 3, you will be happy to know that there is a live patch as of now to get it ready for the DLC that comes out next week. It patches a lot of the BS out of the game. Characters
There's no
that were
BS
broken
in
are less
Naruto.
broken.
But it's still broken.
No, like
anyway.
Mass Man is useless. Minato
Down.
is down a grade. Okay, I
Thank
sound so
God.
Still
stupid.
annoying. Like, still annoying.
Like
yeah.
everybody remembered Kiba was top. No, what's his name? I keep saying Kiba. It's not Kiba.
Which one?
Obito?
No, the guy, the kid with the dog.
Oh, Kiba.
Yeah.
That is Kiba.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? The Akamaru.
Akamaru,
I
yeah.
okay, I thought the dog was Kiba and he was Akamaru.
But yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Whatever. But he was broken because he would attack even if he's on the floor because the dog would do whatever he was doing while he was standing.
Yeah.
They took that stupid stuff out, so
2v1
now he's
stupid.
useless. If he's not alive, the dog has no one to take orders from, so it won't move after you.
Yeah.
So he's knocked down. Masked Man was broken. You couldn't touch him because he just didn't feel like being touched.
It's true.
And now
He's
he
awesome.
has to be touched because fuck you.
What about Toby?
Toby, he's less broken.
No, okay, alright, hold on.
No, the normal Toby.
Normal
with the
Toby,
bombs,
not the
he's
Great
not
Wars.
touched.
He has
The
a-
Great Wars Toby is a little bit better. I think he's a bit faster.
Oh.
I do like how one of the biggest gripes that I had was Madara.
Yeah.
You couldn't use him simply for the fact that whenever you would attack, it would slow the game.
Two,
Yeah.
1v1
hits.
Madara.
It's like it's unplayable. It's like 10 frames. They fixed that.
Yeah.
Very good. So now it's 60, well, maybe not 60 frames,
That's the
30 frames,
steady.
but smooth, not a drop.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And a lot of other small fixes definitely changes the game up a bit. I played it online. It's completely useless online. You can't
I love
play.
playing
The
too.
lag is terrible, but
The lag is still terrible.
it's pretty good. So guys, give that a ring next week Tuesday. I think it'll come out. It'll either be $10 or $15. It comes with an additional story arc between spoilers if you haven't read the manga and or care. Naruto and Itachi versus
The
Sage
Kabuto.
Wait, Naruto and Itachi or
No,
Sasuke?
Sasuke
and
and
Itachi?
Itachi.
Wow, that's
Sasuke
sick.
and his brother in a cave fighting.
Yeah,
that
it's
fight.
actually what I'm reading right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
So
so
I won't spoil it, but that fight is there.
That ending is retarded.
The ending is amazing. It's not retarded. That's why I love
I swear
Itachi.
they made that up.
No, they didn't.
There's no-
Itachi's so good. He makes his own story while he's being drawn.
I want it this way.
Like he's that good. Anyway, let's move on to this. Let's move on to actually the
The poll thingy?
yeah.
The poll.
Last week's question of the week, Daniel. Can you read it, please?
So we asked about what is your favorite video game system of all time and why. And personally, Kevin you said your own was the
PlayStation 2. Awesome game selection. First time I played online.
and you were the PlayStation.
PS1.
Yeah, the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Anyway, the majority
I don't know why Daniel didn't say his.
because
not?
everything I own keeps breaking.
So,
I don't.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Go to hell, both of you. Okay. now,
you die. I don't even like South Park.
But anyway, the most popular.
Well, you don't like to come out with the game, too?
No, the game could be fun. Actually, no, I don't
Never
like
mind.
the game because it's like I'm not South Park's audience. I don't get it.
Me neither.
I'm not saying I don't know.
You can't say it's not popular, though.
No, it'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
But it's just not me. It's not me.
Yeah,
But
okay.
anyway, that's nothing to do with the
Sure.
conversation. So we asked everybody again, as Daniel said, what were your favorite consoles? Because ours were Sony 1 through 3 apparently. But
Everybody else is Sony.
everybody, what's the top one with how many votes?
PlayStation 2 with 9.
9 votes for PS2.
And 64 with 8.
So we'll keep going down. What was the third one? PlayStation. with
PlayStation
how
with-
many?
2.
3.
Oh,
You gotta
3.
count them.
Okay, 3.
You gotta count them.
Yeah.
And the one underneath that, GameCube.
GameCube.
2.
PC.
PC 2.
PC, the CDI, and the
ColecoVision. So I'm pretty sure the CDI and the ColecoVision guys are just trolls.
I know. I believe someone put N-Gage Master Race.
Yeah, there's okay. Daniel. There's no more there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, like CDI, come the fuck on. ColecoVision, you weren't even born. Your dad wasn't born. Stop.
ColecoVision.
But
I just like it because it sounds
so
cool.
let's go up and talk about those. The GameCube, I hated that thing. It was the stupidest design. The lunchbox.
Design?
The lunchbox.
Only if you were here last night.
No, it was stupid before last night. There were a couple of games that were really good that made no sense to be on that system that I did regret. Eternal Odyssey.
Whoa.
Eternal Darkness.
There you go.
Oh.
I never played because it was only on the GameCube. Regretted that because
Yeah.
it was awesome.
GameCube had its highs, though.
No, it had all those Star Wars games, the best. There has never been a better Star Wars game since that. Maybe SWTOR 1 and those games. There will never be a better
KOTOR,
Star Wars
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
They're amazing. They still look good. They still play great. The sounds are out of this fucking world. I could just go through
Disney
Tatooine,
can't touch that.
just driving on the top of Tatooine forever, not doing anything. They did everything right. Oh man, Rogue Squadron, right? Yeah,
Rogue
Rogue
Squadron.
Squadron 1 through 3.
Yep.
Not Devil May Cry.
Wow. Whoa.
I keep saying Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful
Joe.
Because they ported it to the PS2 with Devil May Cry, Dante
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
The game was cool. My favorite was Resident Evil 4. The first GameCube
Same
game,
piece.
it was crack.
Yeah.
I played it. I sat
Alright.
down. I was like, God in heaven, I need this game.
Yeah.
It was so good. My friend let me borrow it. I was like, yo, let me borrow this game. He said, fine, but I'll only lend you one disc. Because if I lend you both, you won't bring it back. So he gave me disc 1. I beat it in like 2 days. I'm fiending. I'm like, yo, let me get that other disc. Gave it back to him.
That's what I
It
like about
is-
multi-disc. You can always let someone else borrow it.
Yeah, and just continue.
Yeah.
It was so good. So good.
It was good.
God.
I believe, what was it? That was back in the day. I
Yeah.
never really looked at any games coming out.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, go to the store. Oh, this looks good. Resident Evil 4 was one of those. It's like, oh,
Yeah, it was
yes.
really cool. And then my second favorite, my little was a skeleton in my closet was what's weird studio name? Killer 7.
Killer
Killer
7's good.
7.
I never played it on
Yeah.
GameCube. I have it on PS2. I know it's better on GameCube. The controller sucks, but there's no loading. On
And it was
PlayStation,
on the rail
there is a
shoot-
lot of loading. But
For
it's,
it was on a rail
yeah, it's
shooter
an
too.
it
Yeah.
makes you want to hate it,
Yeah.
but it's
not. It's so
so weird.
It just made me depressed.
Completely encapsulated me.
What was the new game that came out?
What do you expect?
Killer's Dead.
Yeah,
It
that
was-
one's
it's bad.
that's not-
Yeah,
that's not-
it's pretty awful.
yeah.
From
Yeah,
what
but
sad.
I did that game. So you start off the game, you're getting Killer 7. You're starting
Killer
off the
7.
game getting hints from a gimp held up from the ceiling by a rope, but you don't know where he's hanging up at, and he's talking to you with his hand in front of his mouth, whispering. But he's not looking at you. He's like looking in a corner, and every time you talk to him in a different room, he's never looking at you. He's looking at something else, but he's always whispering. And what he's saying, the way they talk in the game, there's voice acting, but the words are like garbled and like reversed or something. So you have to read the subtitles. You have no option. And you talk to him, he tells you to go to this room to get a ring. You go to the ring is in a dryer. You stop the dryer, you open it, there's a head with a ring inside of its mouth, and the head's talking, telling you why you're late for dinner or something. It spits out the ring. To fight enemies, your enemies are called the Heaven Smiles. They're invisible monsters that are suicide bombers that work for some guy that you don't know. It's
Every
crazy.
sentence.
Not to mention that you are a killer, you're a priest called Harmon Smith, who's an assassin who with schizophrenia who
everything.
transforms into 7 people, one of
Kill
which is a
7,
blind
let's go.
guy, one of which is a luchador, one of which is a woman, all of which who walk,
the
and
best.
all of which who walk, and you're in a wheelchair, you're a cripple with a giant sniper rifle. It's so batshit insane. My favorite part of the game is you can only save. There's a save room where you talk to a maid who turns it on the TV to the save channel and you save.
Yeah, I believe like every game they make, they have a weird save
Yeah,
function. Like
but-
in No More Heroes, you have to take.
Yeah, you have to take it. But
yeah.
in Killer 7, you can only save in the maid room where the maid had an outfit on. She was like your mistress, like the one you were her gimp essentially. So every other room you'd enter and she would be abusing Harmon Smith, the guy who was you. And she would refuse to save. You'd go into a save room, she wouldn't save you, she's too busy abusing you. You'd have to go to the save room where she's now standing in a maid outfit and turns on the TV like, it's so weird. And I love every second of
I need to save now.
no, she just doesn't say. She's literally, there's like one scene where she's kicking you in the balls, and that's it. That's all she does. You can't save. She's just stomping you in the nuts.
Yo,
You leave the room, go to the
I
next
need-
one. She's
Well, I
standing in this maze.
I'm gonna have to probably get that.
This
for our
game is
GameCube setup
so good.
because
The story's
Wow.
so crazy.
because-
well, I mean, it really goes to show Suda 51 was trying so hard in Killer is Dead so far. Like,
yeah.
he's just being a tryhard so far.
I mean that.
Yeah.
I probably say every time. I mean that's what got me onto the Suda 51 train. I loved Killer 7. I beat what is that? No More Heroes 1, which
Yeah.
was really good.
It's
Yeah.
so
No
the best
More
one,
Heroes 2, not so good, but I did beat it.
Yeah.
What's the other one after that? The
Lollipop.
Shadows of the Damned.
Shadows
It
of
was
the
kind
Oh,
of
Shadows Dam was good.
juvenile, but I did beat it. Like I hated
come
the
on.
big boner jokes.
Oh come on, yeah, innuendos
I-
everywhere.
It was stupid. Like
Game.
near the last end of the level, you were literally one part of the map was literally a half naked woman, literally. But it was just kind of but the story was kind of cool. I did like the aspect you had to go to hell to save the girl that you love, who's the demon anyway or
And you're
something.
playing as Antonio Banderas.
You're playing as Antonio, a fake Antonio Banderas with a talking gun
Yeah.
called the Boner. Yeah. You
was-
had to collect
I thought it was
strawberries to
Johnson.
open doors
I
because
thought-
doors were baby faces or
Wait,
something.
I thought they called the gun the Johnson or something. I don't know.
No. Oh, yeah. Johnson. I know when you did something, it became the
big
the
boner.
big boner. I'm pretty sure it was called the
It was
boner.
a mole. It was a mole actually.
Yeah,
The big boner
and you
is
would
actually
just
the
shoot
mole. Yeah.
bones or whatever.
It's
but
so stupid.
It's very stupid. Anyway,
And after he made let's see, Lollipop Chainsaw,
Lollipop
which
Chainsaw.
was essentially
Lollipop Chainsaw was garbage. I don't
yeah,
even
like
talk
he
about it.
like he essentially made a good concept, but he brought all
It wasn't
the
good.
game designs of the awful PS2 be unlocked game. That's what happened.
It was just fan service.
yeah.
Daniel, next, go back to the poll. The one above that was
The one above that was the PlayStation.
oh PlayStation. Oh, we talked about the PlayStation. Still my favorite
Yeah,
because
we
it's
still
way
want
too
to-
colorful.
and,
N64 we didn't talk about
big
so
shout out
much.
to him again. That was his favorite because it has the best series of RPGs and ideas of any generation ever.
I'll give it that.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely give it
definitely
that.
give it that. I would say it's on par with the Wii in terms of innovation because all they had was a controller back then, just one controller, and they did what light rail shooters invented on it, Time Crisis invented on it.
Oh, thank God.
What was the other one? Not Time Crisis, the crazy one.
Time Stalkers?
No,
Oh.
the one where you played as a Japanese guy. Like his life was it was like a series of unfortunate events for his family in one day. It's something Crisis. Incredible Crisis, I think.
All right.
That was one of the most amazing
Dino
games I
Crisis,
played. It was like a
Crisis
30-minute
Core,
game where you
Friends.
played as some guy whose life was just hell. Like he woke up and he was chased by a boulder, and the boulder would chase him
Oh, I
throughout
know
the
what game
city.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like the whole city's crashing around, and
It's just affecting
I
this
think
one
it's called
family.
Crisis.
It's something Crisis. I'm pretty sure
I
it's
think it's just
Infinite
called
Crisis.
No,
it's not.
No, it's Crisis is yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's Infinite Crisis. That game was one of my favorites. It was
Maybe
just
it's
so
Infinite
crazy.
Crisis.
Like him, the mother and the mother and the daughter. Something happens to them. He literally went to work and the boulder was chased. He like opened the elevator door and the boulder's right
Oh,
there.
we're talking about different games.
No, it's the same game.
Are we?
It's the same game. It's the same game. Just different. It's like
Well, no, the thing game I'm
The- the
talking
f-
about is it's like this whole this whole city's like crumbling apart and you have to escape.
that might be part of it. That might be the end of
No,
it.
but it's like you're like this dude and you can save people and that. I don't think
no,
it's called Crisis.
there's
Is it
Pepsi Man, but no.
Pepsi Man.
Infinite
Fuck Pepsi
Crisis is definitely there's a yellow guy.
Yeah.
There's a-
Actually, that's what makes it weird. The Wii is not on this
Pepsi
list
Man.
at all.
Nobody cares because half of it was innovation, and then it just became 101 party games.
Man. No,
system.
then it just became Brawl.
Wii Sports, and then
Oh
Brawl.
yeah, it became a Brawl machine.
Whatever.
And,
And then N64.
mine-
So N64 again, I wanted love, but I didn't have one. The only game that I
The
beat
game
was
that gives
Donkey
you
Kong.
love by blowing it.
What?
what?
Gotta blow the
Oh,
cartridges.
no, all Nintendo.
all
things.
Nintendo.
Except-
Not really.
Nintendo system with cartridges. You have to
It's
blow
like the
Yeah.
Wii was the only one. The Wii and the GameCube were the weird ones. You
because
didn't
they have
to blow them.
CDs. That's pretty much that.
You
Yeah.
gotta blow the CD.
Yeah. But Nintendo 64. Oh, we all know why.
Yeah, and there's no point. Except that controller.
The
That-
controller.
I think the best moment I ever had in my childhood youth was when I performed a brutality in Mortal
With the
Kombat.
N64
With that
controller.
controller?
Mortal Kombat
For
trilogy
trilogy.
with Raiden, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I just moving the analog stick and pressing buttons, and then he blew up into bones, and it said brutality, and I never did that again, and never have since performed the brutality that I remember.
So it became
That
a
was-
mystery.
Oh God, man! But that system anyway.
Good times, yeah.
That's
I remember the
it.
good times of going over to my friend's house playing Smash Brothers and breaking his joystick.
Oh,
all the
C
time.
stick up, down,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Camera
so-
stick.
And then either way, you know the number one PlayStation 2.
Yeah, because you can't hate.
It's everything.
It has everything. It has all your PS1 games plus.
What about PC? Why only 2 for PC?
Because PC, you know, I used to think PC was like. PC is the best console because
System.
PC is the best system,
It's the best system, yeah.
but it does have a very high barrier of entry.
Except for Max.
Macs are made for not people, and
Okay.
they don't matter.
Not people.
Yeah,
matter.
not people.
Not people. Like
Fuck you, people.
you got people in real life whose jobs it is to make people understand how to use a computer.
Wait.
Under that aspect, not a lot of people know how to use a computer for gaming. Whereas you have a PlayStation, Xbox,
That's
Nintendo,
built
anything
for it already.
that's built just to press power. It can't be any harder than that, and it does all this stuff intuitively with a GUI. A PC is infinitely customizable, and it scares people. They don't know what they need. A Mac will tell you what you need, and that's it. So yeah, I do like that. I do love the fact that no matter what you buy on PC, you essentially never need another game because it's infinitely moddable. Like
Moddable.
people are GTA 4, it's fucking giraffe and horses shooting spree. Like
Oh,
it's
so you did see
insane.
the horse.
Yes, I did. When seeing a horse mob a car and then deteriorate into the ground is the stupidest thing you'll ever see.
Yeah.
But it's there, and you can't do that on any other system.
No.
Or any system for that matter, save the console, the PC.
Yeah.
But no. You do. The biggest issue is the only reason why I love my PC as much as I do now is because I can play games on it, and that's only because my graphics card kept frying on me. And not only are those things expensive,
Gee, I thought I'd break this.
no. But not only are these things expensive, but you need to know how to put them in, and you got to worry about not frying components and breaking chips. and
Everything.
all this weird stuff. It takes hours to build.
Oh my
and-
god, it'll be a disaster for me to build a PC then, won't it?
Don't even touch it. Just you bring it to a shop. let them do it
No.
because I don't want to do it. It took me like an hour to put in your PS3 hard drive. I don't want to do that again.
Well, yeah,
Shout out to
think of the
PS4.
exclusive
They had this stupid thing on the PS3s. I really hated it to install a different hard drive.
Yeah,
they have this
unscrew it.
they have this stupid safety screw.
Hexagon thing.
No, it's just a
No,
regular
it's
screw,
screw.
but it's on this. It's a size screw that you don't have the top for.
No.
And when you finally do, it's been put in there in such a way that I guess all the heat and whatever from your PlayStation is on that
it's-
screw.
yeah.
So if you put force, you'll cut it off, and then you have to like WD-40 the screw body out because the head's now ripped off.
Yeah.
Or you'll, what do you call it when you slash open the cross? Like where you put a screw in it and you mess with it so much it's now like a giant hole. It's like washing or something. Not washing.
Probably.
It's something, but like it was so sensitive that if you put it in and tried to turn it with force, you just completely destroy the grooves and now you can't get it out unless
Yeah.
you take a wrench or something. And it's just madness.
Man.
So you have to be slow, and once you get it out, it's easy to put it in and out again, but they made it sure that you didn't. Sex joke, yay.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Next
Mike.
topic that I had for this week and next week, internet, please feel free to divvy
Internet.
in, is what is your biggest gaming regret? It can be this generation, it could be last generation, it could be the future generation. What is your
Gaming
biggest...
regret of the future.
What?
How do you have a gaming regret of the future?
You're not going to get a Xbox 4 or Xbox One
How you gonna regret
because
it?
of that,
Oh.
and say down the road they change it and then they're better than PlayStation.
You're probably
but you
not
don't
going to
one
get.
anymore.
your-
That's like an if.
You're probably not
That's
going
an if,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to get a GeForce Titan. That's probably a really smart. thing to do, right?
$1,000 graphics
Graphics
card is
card.
very stupid
Yeah.
because they're gonna like next month it's useless. But no, so yeah, I mean that could be one if anyone bought a Titan. Why?
Why?
But
Yeah. Unless you're trying to
you're
build
very,
a model
very,
of an airplane or
very,
something,
very,
then
very,
that
very
makes sense. But
stupid.
if it's just for gaming, why?
But yeah, there's that. So does anyone readily know theirs? Because I did have mine and I completely lost it. What is your biggest gaming regret? Or what's your, if you can't think of one, I'll say mine. This might not be my biggest, but an example would be gaming regret. It's not a good one, but I sold my 3DS last year. I needed money. Had one job. Didn't give me much hours.
Yeah.
Sold it because I was one of those idiots that I wanted a Wii. So I got the Wii launch day 2007. I was in line. My friend's father worked at Toys R Us. Held me one of those. This is your ticket number. Went and bought it with that and Zelda. It was really cool.
Oh, why?
But it was dumb popular. You couldn't find one. They were going on eBay for like $400 or $500. It was really stupid. So I said, you know what? I'll get one because I know I won't get the option to get it later because it's going to be very popular, just like the Wii was, just like the DS was.
Okay.
And if I don't want it, I can sell it on eBay for triple the profit or whatever. So I buy it day one, and there's no games, and no one wants it, and no one buys it. The market's dead. The only game that they had for it was Super Street Fighter, and I like the 3D aspect of it.
Oh yeah, I remember when we got
But then a month after they released that game, Capcom patches it to Super Street Fighter.
Making the
No, Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition or something
No,
like that.
what's
No, it was still
Super-
Super Street. It was Super Street Fighter, but they patched it.
yeah, I was a Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition with the 4 extra characters.
No, not even that. Before that. Just the Super Street Fighter alone. I'm not entirely sure if Arcade Edition came or they just patched it, but I know there was a patch
Yeah.
where everything that I was doing there, I wanted to have it so that I would play it and practice it because I'm into fighting games, and then
Yeah.
I would be able to go to tournaments and whatever, and then take what I played on the DS and apply it to the consoles. You couldn't do that now because all the characters changed on the consoles. Everything I'm practicing is useless.
Yeah.
A month after the game, the handheld game is now, it's for kids who are never going to compete against anybody else. So it was
No.
useless for me. On top of that, they made it so that the touchscreen would be used to input any like super moves. So like say you wanted to do a Hadouken, instead of doing the Hadouken motion, you just press the button. Naturally, this causes a problem because if you're fighting somebody, all they gotta do is press that button.
Yeah.
And this is okay, but then when you got the characters who are like charge specific, like Guile or Balrog or Chun-Li, somewhere you need like you
Bison.
have to hold a button for a second and then go in an opposite direction and press a button. You just press this, so you could spam something that you can't do in real life. So every 5 seconds you could do a move that's supposed to take you 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It became like you can't jump in on Guile because he'll throw a million sonic booms and there's nothing you can do about it. Whereas in the real game, that's balanced so that you can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
So that was a gaming. So now I didn't have one. And guess what? XY. Every RPG, every other game. Oh, it's Smash for the like all these games come out now. I had my ambassador program, but who the hell wanted to play Kirby and Super Smash, like Yoshi's Island and all of this?
Oh, Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah, like all these
basically,
Super Nintendo games that were on Game Boy Advance that are now on my 3DS. Ice Climbers, really? Like I don't need this. But
You only got proper because of Melee. That's
but yeah,
why.
now I don't have one, and boom, it's awesome. That's the one game regret I have. Kevin, what's one for you?
Might be jumping on the Microsoft bandwagon.
Ooh, why is this
Wow.
so an issue for you? You seem to love it. You said Halo's your favorite system.
Halo.
Game.
All right.
It's not-
Well, okay. So the X was it? So I went from PlayStation 1,
yeah,
then Dreamcast,
yes,
then
Kirby.
then I and N64 I've had for a while, and then Xbox One.
Yeah,
Okay. Shit. Xbox original.
He's already there. Oh, the
the
Xbox,
original, the big book
the black
thing that you can
Oh, the
kill
whole black
people
one.
with.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, Halo came out. Yeah, this game's
You don't
good.
know much about
This game's
that,
good.
boy.
So Xbox One didn't regret. But then when I hit the PS3 and 360, those choice, that's my regret. I should have went PS3 first, then 360, because 360, I mean, it did have some good games like
Lost Planet was good, man.
Yeah,
Well,
they were the
I
best,
guess- I
they were the
guess-
best of the bunch.
I mean, there were still
yeah.
games, but
Well,
yeah.
that's not exclusive. We're talking
No.
about if we're gonna talk about systems exclusive,
Yeah.
because I can just
Oh,
always buy it on
Sony.
PS3.
Yeah, you'd lost.
So it was
There's
either
no, there's night and day. There's
yeah,
no-
so it was 360 or PS3. I chose 360 because I'm like Halo. But as I look at it now, if I went the PS3 route, I think I would have been happier
you'd
with
have-
everything.
I think the like
Because free stuff like that and
yeah, free stuff,
Microsoft,
and it's like The Last of Us, and what did Microsoft get? Forza Horizon.
yeah. I mean, like everything I have on the 360, I can easily get in the PS3. I can have that 3 billion song list PS3. Could have was it
Oh, it would be
not
so
Halo,
much
but Gran
easier.
Turismo
It
better.
doesn't do that hard drive bullshit. It's
Yeah,
just right
and then
there.
like my account, like it's so much.
You know what scared me? I turned on my
Yeah.
Xbox one day to put in my live gold.
Uh-huh.
It asked for so much information.
Yeah, I still does
You
that.
need your login email.
Yeah.
I needed to verify that email.
Yeah.
So I got to go onto my Hotmail, which if
It's-
I'd made it after a certain point, it didn't exist. You have to
Yeah.
do something else. But
It's-
luckily, I made one before.
It still asks me to do that.
Yeah, and
It's
then I-
like, do you have an alternate email?
you have to
Yeah.
do the alternate
What's your
email.
phone number?
Like, yo, are you serious?
Because my account is about almost 10 years old. So
Yeah.
when I made it, I was
You
not
were a kid.
18 or older.
Yeah.
So it's basically I go through all these hoops and
Oh my God,
jump
it was
and
so bad.
I'm like, oh, I can't download M-Rate games. What the fuck? So make a new account, download M-rated games, blah blah blah.
It's so bad.
And like over the years, PS3 never really gave me any problems aside from him taking it from me. But then now I have
Yeah.
all those games I can play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, would I be a different gamer? Probably, yeah, a little bit. Like I would. I don't know, because I have both now, but
you don't play
I usually
PC
made.
at all.
I mean, I do it in our office.
You play Tekken.
I was playing Tekken, No More Heroes, and Last of Us,
No More Heroes is on 360? I don't think so.
PS3.
and 360. Yeah,
It
but
is on the 360?
yeah, but
yeah.
PS3 is better because you got the motion sensing and
No one bought it.
Yeah.
I wanted it for that. I
yeah,
didn't
that
buy
and like was it your as you would call it the dildo? Didn't really like that the PlayStation Move controller. Because when that came
I
out,
wanted to
I was
so bad.
I think that's what kind of deterred me because I don't think Kinect came out initially for 360,
I think
No,
it'll come out at the same time.
almost the same time.
and I don't have neither. So,
It didn't matter.
yeah, it didn't really matter at that
Yeah.
point. But like the games that came out for PS3 initially, I don't think were that good.
Yeah, the
No.
only good one was Sorcery was okay.
So, yeah,
Their knockoff Wii Sports game was okay.
yeah.
yeah.
It was pretty fun.
And the only game that they promoted with the move, which was Sorcery.
I thought they had that Dragon game too.
Dragon.
Remember
book?
Lair?
there was when it came out, it was like a Dragon game. You can move it while doing
Oh, you
that.
mean Lair?
Yeah,
No, that was
that was
for
a
the
launch game.
controller. That was a
That was
launch
that was for
game.
the
yeah, I know,
Axis.
but like that game looks stupid. Like that.
No, the game was awesome,
It
but you
was-
couldn't
it-
control it.
It looked,
Yeah,
it
so
looked
you
pretty
can
good.
really
And then
use
they
it.
patched
Yeah.
the motion out of it. They just said,
It
"Here's
was,
I mean, if
but
you-
it was awful.
Yeah, but now if you look at Xbox now, it's not like when it came out. It's like, hey, post your advertisement here. We're glad to do
Yeah.
stuff. Hey, look, Eminem and T-Pain and
Yeah,
Miley
yeah.
Cyrus. Like, get off my screen,
Hey,
please.
but you're paying for it. That's what I don't.
I know
anyway.
that's well
That's-
because it's when you
Paying for
when
the-
you jump on the bandwagon.
So why don't you just like play with your friends,
And
The
but
problem
then
is
just have like
problem is-
Ventrilo open, or like
Ventrilo
Google Chat.
or TeamSpeak. Oh
You
yeah,
have a microphone.
yeah. But the problem is
So
um.
talk on the computer.
It's been 10 years of lifespan for the account I've had, and I have a lot of friends removing stuff. But like I'm in like a Halo clan for the past 2 years. So and then now they're kind of having dispute over next gen's coming out. What game are we gonna jump to next? I mean,
And I'm playing Destiny. I don't
when
know about
when
you.
Oh, I'm definitely
PS4 when
playing
PS4
Destiny,
comes
yeah.
out, that might be my wake up call to switch to this
Yeah,
PlayStation.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's either the Sony golden goodness
Yeah.
or ponchos.
Poncho.
Uh,
I made a joke about that. Someone put on the forum Halo 5 wish list. I was like, Master Chief with a poncho because it makes sense.
it really does.
All right, Daniel, what's your gaming regret?
Somehow I have a feeling you two already know the answer.
No, I don't.
Is it breaking everything?
Well, that too.
Okay.
But that too.
Is it
but,
stealing my PS3?
Huh?
I don't think he regrets that. What is it, Daniel?
I don't think I regret that ever for the rest of my life.
Okay.
But what I do regret is being a Mac owner.
Oh, you would piss off my sweet mate because he loves Mac.
No, your sweet mate's wrong. I'm sorry. It's,
Yeah.
He hates Microsoft.
you can't
But he loves Mac.
touch
No.
a Mac. A Mac is. Daniel,
No, I
keep
mean,
going. It's
for-
your point.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it was the first time I owned a Mac. I was like, yeah, I could do the digital stuff.
I can draw.
I can draw, basically. But yeah, it's still a pretty good system and all that. But my goodness, the inability to play games on that system
It's
is
like
it's still painful.
it's just not open.
It's
There's
just-
there's nothing open. Everything has to be done through them at a premium,
Yeah.
and I hate that.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you have two extremes. You have one company who says, okay, we don't want you to do anything that'll cause problems. We'll do all of that for you, but
Yeah.
you have to do what we want.
Yeah.
And the other one who says, do whatever you want. One is really difficult and one's really easy. Nah, but I can't.
I don't-
For one, you have like 10 games. Steam just came out for Mac like 2-3 years ago.
Lucky for me,
Yeah.
it did. Like I was
Yes.
so lucky when I got my Steam came out for it, and the orange box was compatible with it. So that was like the
I
first-
got 5 games.
I got 5 games. Yeah.
And one of them's Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
Came out like 2003.
Team Fortress 2. And by the way, don't play that with the chat pad. It's terrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Look at that, you can't play.
Yeah, you can't
I
play.
think like the only games that Mac that I know it has is like the Orange Box and World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Can you even play League of Legends on that? No.
Yeah, now you can.
Oh, now you can.
Now you can. And then recently you can. I was actually found you can also play The Witcher 1 and 2 on it.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
On
Yes,
the
you-
Mac?
That's
on
what I'm
the
saying.
Mac.
Like, all right, so now Witcher 1 and 2, no, because you can't customize Macs. So
Will it be?
it's not going to be as good
playable
as you
on the
want it
Mac?
to be.
Even
And
if
then
it
now, if you play League of Legends, if you're really good, you're either going to turn everything down or want a computer that you can turn everything up on and run. You can't do that on a Mac. I have to buy another MacBook in order to play a game that's free.
Now-
is a very big problem.
No, that would be a terrible problem for
Like,
everybody.
I
So,
can't. I
yeah,
I agree with you though.
It-
Like
it's-
Macs are.
Oh.
That is a regret.
It is a regret.
I have a personal question for both of you. Did the advertisements for that sell you?
Which one?
What?
I'm a Mac. The guy with the
The Mac and a PC? No,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
that's
PC.
the stupidest shit.
Yeah,
ever.
no, and then-
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was never here before, so I didn't know anything about the I'm the Mac on the PC kind of
okay.
thing.
I'll tell you what pissed
Yeah.
me off about Mac. The reason why I hated it so much was it's a laptop that's $2,000,
Yeah,
but it's so skinny and thin, and it's $2,000.
not even that.
Like a
but-
car is $3,000.
not even that.
I could
Not
play
even that.
God.
It's just an average laptop
Yeah, does it
being
even have
sold
a-
for a premium price.
Does it have a CD drive? Like, I don't even see it.
No, they didn't want to have that. And they dropped that shit on the newer models.
They threw it away.
They threw that away.
They threw away what
They
makes
threw that
everything
away.
work.
You cannot. No, and you cannot do anything to the newer models at all. You
It has,
can't do
like,
shit.
here's
What
this-
you get, what you buy is what you
It's a
get.
skinny white thing with a USB port. It's $2,000. I'm like,
That's
no. And the cheapest ones are still the higher PC prices. And if I'm gonna get a laptop, this is like a $700 laptop that can play Crysis. I'm like, I don't.
Azumi can run Crisis.
Assuming that you,
shit,
can, you can't
but-
because
Wait,
they're not even gonna make it
again,
for Mac.
Hold on. Is there a laptop that can actually run Crisis very well without exploding?
No,
Like the
but
Dell
I know there's
laptop?
laptops that can do 2 and 3 just fine. One
Yeah.
is a one.
Maybe
is
in
a
Area
beast.
51.
That's like the measure for power for every PC is can it run Crisis?
I think my
very
PC
well.
back in the day, it went up to like the first few levels were fine, but then aliens hit and it turned into ice, and it would be like tropic ice. I couldn't handle it anymore.
I think the real test is when Battlefield 4 comes out. Can your PC run Battlefield
Oh, no,
4?
my Battlefield-
Well,
my PC
yeah.
can do 3 just. My PC can do like 100 and something frames.
I mean,
It'll be fine for
yeah.
4.
I mean, yeah, Battlefield. Come on, it's Battlefield.
I'm trying to
It's
think.
always
What
been
the
like a
hell
P-
would be?
It's always
my
been like
biggest-
Mar-
Well, it has 64 players. Can it run smoothly with 64
Oh come on!
players?
It's always been a PC game.
Yeah, I know.
right from the get go. So
Yeah.
of course it'll be able to run very well. But anyway,
No, I'm just saying, would your PC be able to run
anyway,
all
back,
that?
anyway, back,
Not your Mac, obviously.
Well,
but
yeah. So anyway, back to my regrets though of being a Macintosh user. That
Mac-
everybody.
He used the whole word.
You know what? I think I know what my biggest gaming regret is. It's not the DS. It's
I knew you guys something with DS because of Pokemon X and Y. That sounds like a temporary
that's,
judgment.
yeah, because there's only one. I don't want to buy one.
Yeah,
console.
you said so yourself. You don't want to buy
Yeah,
a
you
console
don't
just
wanna
for
be-
one
just for
game.
one game.
Just for that one
That's what
game.
even if that one game will last forever, it wouldn't make sense. Like, at least more games that cost more than the price of the system
Yeah.
makes sense to me. Like, there will be
Yeah.
4 Call of Duties in the Xbox One easily's lifespan.
Well, yeah, 10 years.
4
cycle.
of those is the 60, 240, 5 of them. You'd need 5 to pay the price. No, because it's $500. But there will be 4 of those on a PS4, so that would be around the same amount of price for the system. But like, my biggest regret, I think I became that guy. From PlayStation 1 to PS2, I'd sit down, I'd beat the fuck out of every game that I own. I'd beat the game out of. I'd beat everything. I'd sit down, put the disc in. I'd only have that one game. I'd play it through fruition. Hey, you want to borrow this? I'll borrow that. I'd trade it in, get the other game. I'd do that. PS3, this gen, I've beaten like a fourth of my games. I have so many games. I still have games. I have Digital Devil Summoner 2, Ryu Kuzunoha versus the Soulless Army. Or no, King Abaddon versus the something something. One of those stupid names.
Wow.
It was a $50 PS2 game that came with a plushie and the game in a giant box.
You just bought it for the plushie.
I bought it for the plushie.
Plushie.
I became that guy. I have games that I haven't opened. I still have Beyond Two Souls. Haven't opened it.
Yeah,
I bought it 2 weeks ago. I haven't even.
last week to bring it.
I know you guys want to borrow. I don't want to give it out. I haven't even taken out the plastic.
No, well,
Yeah, I
you can
remember.
play
Plus,
it in
to
there.
be honest, I'm still. I'll bring that up later.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll bring Beyond.
Yeah, just remember.
Actually, no, we can talk. I want to play Beyond Two Souls, but all the reviews scare me. Despite the fact that I love Heavy Rain with a passion.
You are a reviewer yourself, right?
Yes.
You shouldn't let reviews scare you.
No, but this is like everyone's saying just rent it. If they're saying the biggest problem because Heavy Rain.
Yes.
If you died, it continued the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they all died, the story was over in that ending.
Yeah.
You can't die in this game. If you fail the
Illegally
cutscenes, if you
pass
fail
it
the
on.
combat, you'll just pass the combat the worst way. You won't not pass it,
Yeah.
which scares the fuck out of me. It means they're pushing you towards either one of. I assume there's still multiple endings.
Yeah, they still have multiple.
Yeah,
endings,
but you
yeah.
can't you can't lose.
No,
So it's them telling their story.
I guess
That's not what I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy Indigo Prophecy. I wanted to
Yeah.
buy
Oh,
Heavy
yeah.
Rain. I don't want to buy a game
I
that
know.
plays itself, and then I just have to choose whether or not I want to press a button here to get ending A or
Yeah.
not, and still beat the game. So
I see what you mean. So you don't want you want an interactivity more than the story.
there's a demo, right?
Beyond
If
Two
there's a
Souls?
There is a
demo,
demo, yes.
I want to play that demo, and if that demo hooks me, I'll open the game. I don't want to buy a game. I don't want to open it and say,
Okay,
this
fine.
is really
So here's the
stupid.
deal. Try out the demo and make a
I
decision.
like these guys. Try out the demo and then give us the game.
Just make the decision.
Give us the girl and wipe away the dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool. But anyway,
How about-
going back,
how
I
about
beat
Shock?
About that, they're going back to Rapture.
I know.
DLC came
I
out.
saw
But yeah,
that.
So,
looks nice.
DLC didn't come out.
so basically,
The
you're
trailer came out. DLC's
No, I
not
thought
out yet.
DLC came out.
Daniel, look up. I
Well,
don't think the DLC
Burial
came
at
out.
Sea.
Beyonce? Oh,
Yeah.
please. That's not coming out till next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not
Wait,
coming-
what?
Yeah.
It's not coming out for a
It's
while.
not coming out for a really
That
long
trailer,
while.
they showed a trailer came
Wait,
out like
no,
like 2
wait,
months ago,
wait.
and then they showed a
They
gameplay.
showed-
No,
Yeah, they showed
wait.
the first 50 minutes of the game. and-
Kevin, it's
Wait,
It's-
no. Are we talking
old
about the
news.
same thing?
Yes, where
I was
Elizabeth is now in down there with you, and
Yeah.
you snap your finger to light up her cigarette. Yes,
It's
no,
the
Why is that
game.
coming out next year?
because they're taking
It
their
took
turn.
forever
I
to
don't
do
know.
it.
Nah,
That's pretty much-
it's
Wait.
not, it's not out yet.
I thought they were coming
It's
out
not out.
because
You
it
just
came.
looked at new releases. It's not even there, Kevin.
No.
It's
But I'm
not
just
out.
saying
It's not out.
you bought
It's not
season pass for that.
out. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not getting
it's
it.
And you're waiting a year. Wait.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's
You
what
go-
The gaming industry.
So they gave you that DLC pack with 4 weapons, and then
And, oh, yeah.
and
And they also have a survival mode.
Yeah, survival mode.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
released a few weeks
so
ago.
there's that. But anyway,
But you can also see the same for the last
finish
of Us
my
too.
thing real quick. I became the guy who buys games and beats very few of them, and I go back to the games that I've beaten as opposed to continue. Like I have an Xbox 360. I have yet to beat Lost Odyssey. I still love it. Have yet to beat it. I love Star Ocean series. The combat's phenomenal, and I have Star Ocean 3. I've played it maybe last time, maybe 2 years ago, but I still play it. And Star Ocean 4: The Last Hope, sorry. Didn't play it more than like 20 something hours. I think what happened though, my Xbox Red Ring, then I just stopped. And then they made it
That
for
would do
PlayStation
it.
3, which is the better version.
Oh.
But I have it for Xbox. I don't want to start over, and I don't want to buy it again. So I'm in that limbo. Resonance of Fate. I don't know how Sega did it, but that it just works for me. A hex map that makes no sense,
So
but
it
the
is-
combat is
Yo,
with guns. Like it's
Because-
just it's like watching Darker Than Black RPG. It's
Oh,
really cool.
I
It's
saw
really
the
cool.
combat for all, like
It's so cool.
I was
Because-
confused. I was like,
It's really
What
I
was
was
it?
like, how do you play this?
Because usually I always take like a monthly stop to GameStop look at
Yeah.
used games. I've seen that game in use like every time I went there. I'm like, buy it, yes, no,
Yeah, like,
yes,
it's not
no.
even that expensive, and it's weird because no one absolutely talks about
Yeah,
it.
nobody
It is
absolutely
not-
talks about
I
it
can't
because-
talk about the end of the story,
No.
but the beginning isn't that bad.
Okay.
And the combat makes up for it.
Alright.
Like it
combat-
plays like you'll have. If you're in an open area, there's your boss.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can go and do something like have your teammate run around here to aggro the boss.
Uh-huh.
You jump over him, throw a grenade, shoot the grenade, it blows up over him while doing all these aerial tricks. You do a lot more, like it doesn't make sense. You can do like, you
Mhm.
could turn your body in like so many different angles while you're in the air, but you spend like MP doing actions. And the more flashier, whatever, blah blah.
Devil
the
May
more
Cry
it takes.
style?
Devil May Cry. Only instead of pressing a button to do that, it's an action. It's an action
Final Fantasy
that
style.
cause. But then they have like trigger moments. You can press this. You'll do a team attack.
Yeah.
You can do an all-out rush where you and your friends just go and shoot guns and everything.
Yeah.
Plus, it plays tactically. You can shoot behind cover. You
Yeah.
can hide behind walls that'll be there,
Yeah.
and peek out, shoot the boss, throw grenades over, hit the boss. The boss can shoot back and destroy the rubble. Now you don't have anything. Like
So-
it plays well.
So it's like Valkyria Chronicles, right?
Yes, only instead of just shooting, you go Matrix. It's an RPG Matrix Valkyria Chronicles.
Wow.
It's really fun.
That's quite description.
Really, and plus all the guns you find gun parts, you build guns,
Yeah.
you buy new guns. Shotgun Ace, it's like Borderlands only without a bajillion guns. You have a few, but you upgrade those guns. Pistol, no, now you have a Desert Eagle.
Mm.
It's still a handgun, but it's more powerful, and you notice the effect.
Yep.
And there's different types of people here. This girl has 2 handguns.
Yeah.
I have a machine gun. He has a rifle. They act very differently. I can't shoot a rifle as many times as I do a machine gun, but the rifle hits more. Blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really really fun game. I haven't played that. I haven't played
Might pick it up then.
a hell of a lot of PC games. I stopped Call of Duties after a while. I still have Modern Warfare 3. Haven't beaten it. I have Black Ops 1. Haven't beaten it. Black Ops 2. Haven't beaten it.
How do you touch the campaign for that?
I know.
Oh.
I didn't even touch the campaign for. Yeah, Black Ops 2. Didn't even-
Black Ops
look-
2, yeah, me, yeah, I love
Look at it.
I-
A lot of other Ape Escape 3. I love Ape Escape. I beat 2. I didn't beat 3. Still regret that.
Really?
Um,
Oh.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I beat it, but I didn't play any of the DLC. I'm like, this game's too stupid.
Oh, the DLC?
Yeah,
It's not so
like-
bad.
There's a lot of games. Rayman, I'm playing it like mad. I still haven't beaten it on my Vita.
Wow, which one?
The first one,
oh,
Origins.
Yeah.
Or is
you
it
don't-
Yeah, Origins.
Oh, you mean Origins? Okay.
Yeah,
I
not
was actually playing Legends quite a lot, and they have the Origins level on that anyway.
There's just so many games I haven't even.
Yeah, there's a lot of games I haven't touched either.
I mean, you
Like, if you look-
okay? So basically, you
I own a lot because I have to review stuff and I have to talk about it and I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The money isn't the issue, but I need to. There has to be a point. Somebody on Reddit did something that I did admire. They caught themselves where they would buy all these games on Steam sale because it's like a cent and they
Yeah.
just need it. And then they stopped and they had like 500 games and he said, "No, I need to stop. I'm just gonna." So his goal was he's just not going to buy another game until he beats everyone. So
Yeah.
every month he'll come back and say, "This is progress," and he would highlight whatever game he beat. I need to do that.
You
Because
definitely
I
do.
have this stack. I have every Final Fantasy, save the ones for the cell phone. I have every Final Fantasy. I've only beaten 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, and 13-1. I've only beaten 6. There's 14 numbered, not including 10-2 and 13-2 and 13-3. I've
And
only
Tactics.
beaten 6. And Tactics I've beaten,
Yeah.
but not Tactics Advance, which I don't have because I don't
Yeah.
have a Game Boy.
Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem, I haven't beaten anyone because they're ridiculously difficult.
I was just
Yeah,
trying. I was just trying to mess
Yeah,
with that one.
yeah, they're pretty hard.
have
Like,
so
you
many
have to,
games.
you have to play.
I have what's that game that everyone keeps talking about? Spec Ops: The Line. Have it. It's free for PSN
Oh
Plus.
crap! You haven't played
I
that?
haven't no, I've played it. I got to like the desert.
Finish the damn game, damn it!
Yeah,
It's
so
not
apparently
that
it's
long.
really very very good.
Yeah, it's not that long. Finish
I
the damn
haven't
game.
beaten it.
I mean, that's the first thing I did.
Anyway, I'll keep going down a
Yeah.
line of stuff. GTA. I've never beaten a Grand Theft Auto. I
just-
have 5. I'm not gonna beat it.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna beat it.
Yeah, I know I've beaten 3 ever before because I was like,
I've
I'll
beaten-
just, yeah, just
I've beaten all of them.
Which is weird. I've beaten Saints Rose, but I've never beaten a Grand
Because
Theft
Saints
Auto.
Rose is just like.
I
They're
mean,
so
Liberty-
stupid.
Yeah.
I've been Liberty City Stories though. That was the only
I
one
have
I ever
Liberty City
beat.
Story.
That's
and
the only.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
I
I
used to play
GTA
that all on the
5,
bus.
and
all
then
the
go
time.
to GTA 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Like how they open the door, they're angry, like with the stub hand. Oh man. Nobody could swim.
I mean, yeah, you.
Shoot the moon.
It's growing bigger.
It's twice as big. But yeah, I became that guy. I don't want this to happen with the next gen. I really don't.
Well, with delays, you got time.
Well, like I have every Assassin's Creed, and I think I
Yeah,
have
you
4
have it.
reserved. I've only beaten
I've beaten
up
all
to
of them.
Brotherhood.
Beaten all of them.
Oh, only that.
Haven't beaten Revelation. I only opened 3 to put the disc in to install it on my hard drive. Took it out, never put it back in again. And I regret this because I bought the collector's edition. Those things aren't cheap, and it's just sitting there. And I have not beaten it. I haven't played it. And not only that, it's free on fucking PSN Plus. I'm like, no.
Wait, this?
I know it's in Europe. It's free, so I assume
Oh,
we'll
shit,
get it
yeah,
next
it
week.
is.
Yeah.
Sounds like I was a bad investor. is what it
No,
seems.
I know what
I-
games are good. I play them. I play every game, but beating them. Oh man, Disgaea 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only
I mean,
beaten 1.
I mean, I'm close to being that kind of guy too. Because
They don't make games on Mac.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, the PlayStation, you jackass.
No, the PS3 now you have a point because Plus just gives you so many games you can't beat.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
before Plus happened,
No, even the funny thing is, I actually recently got Nino Kuni. I still haven't
Nino
put it
Kuni.
down thing.
oh, that's sad. See, I haven't beaten Nino Kuni, but
Yeah.
I have played it.
Yeah.
I beat Gran Turismo 5 and I haven't beaten other
How do you
games.
beat-
How do you beat Gran Turismo? I got to the
How do you
credits.
beat that recently?
I got to the credits. Oh
do
my
you beat
god. The game said thank you for playing. Like I
Yeah.
beat it.
It actually, literally, thank you for playing.
Son, it gives you like a 7-minute ending scene, and then it says you can do harder races. But
Holy shit, you are
I
beyond
think
godhood.
I think the games on my stack are I gotta beat Forza 5.
oh no, you don't.
No, Forza 4. Wow, why did I say
No,
5?
you don't.
Tomb Raider. I still haven't played single player of that yet.
Okay.
The Witcher 2,
Okay.
Dragon Age Origins.
I haven't even beaten The Witcher. I
Yeah,
haven't played
yeah, I
any.
never played The
I
Witcher.
haven't beaten the new Tomb Raider, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't played the single player. I played multiplayer. Like the first time I played multiplayer, and it's just like I was just played one game of free for all. I was like minigun, I win. I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Because I wanted, because everyone was like, the multiplayer sucks. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna test out the multiplayer. It does suck. You can. It's called the jump maneuver. You just keep jumping and you'll dodge everything.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that and there's another game I haven't beaten yet. Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, I usually have like quadruple amount of games. Like I think I have Far Cry 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I had Far Cry 2 for like a year. Then I bought Far Cry 3, beat Far Cry 3. Then didn't play Far Cry 2 yet. Red Faction.
I didn't beat Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Red Faction.
Yeah.
What was the one before Armageddon?
Red Faction.
Guerrilla Warfare.
No,
Yeah.
just Guerrilla.
The Guerrilla.
Gorilla was the one on Mars open world. The
Yeah,
Gorilla-
that I played like 5 minutes of it, and I then never came back to it. I was like, I want to play it.
Now you
So
want
the
to play.
multiplayer was fun.
Yeah, I played multiplayer a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I haven't played
That's
single
where they
player.
invented me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Armageddon just made me disappointed.
Crackdown. Yeah, I beat that one though.
Yeah.
Crackdown 2 was so sorry. And, that's,
Yeah, so yeah, you became that guy.
I became that guy. I can't
That
happen
guy.
next gen. I don't want to have a stack of 2
If
generations.
you
of
want,
games.
you can hire one of us to beat the games for you, and then
That's
just
cute,
tell
'cause
you.
I'm not. I don't
No,
want to cave
no.
in and do those let's
No,
plays
besides-
and cheat myself into beating the game. I don't want to do that.
Besides,
So.
besides, if I have unimpressed with my game collection already, then I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah.
I'm like level 1,000,000 on PS3 and I just don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like you just have to have everything. I just started from the bottom.
Actually, that would be that's my definite game regret. My second one would be Wanted. I beat Wanted and got a platinum in it.
Wait, the
What?
one where
Wanted,
you curve the bullet.
the curved bullet game.
The curved
I
bullet?
sat down like this with the controller and I played it furiously because Wanted was one of those BS games where in order to get the platinum or to complete it,
You can fail.
you had to beat it a lot.
Oh.
A lot
You
of
had to
times.
beat it the first time, and you had to beat it on this difficulty.
That's
and you
I
had
had
to
that.
beat it this way.
I had that with Infinite Undiscovery.
But I think you had to beat it like with different characters. You'd unlock like him, his father, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
something stupid. You had to beat the game like 3-4 times.
Would you ever heard of Infinite Undiscovery?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I actually got platinum on that.
That's sad.
Because was it one
It
gamer
tricked
score was
yourself
to
into
beat
being
the
so
game
good.
on the hardest difficulty. In order to beat the game on the hardest difficulty, you play the game like 3 times. All that for one gamer score.
It's so
100 hours for
Yeah,
one
right,
gamer
it's so
score.
bad.
Yeah, but yeah, Wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thanks God, it had this glitch where like you would play the first like 2 levels, and then you could just drop out to level select and beat the last level.
Oh yeah,
and then it would give you the completion.
It seems like
but
one of
the
those
last
games.
level is like a 20 to 40 minute level. That now you play a game for so long, you're just a pro at it,
yeah.
and it just irked
It
me.
drags on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
want to. I'm like, I need a platinum. I never got one before,
Yeah.
so I did.
And
All right, so how many platinums do you have now?
I have a few. I, don't even
I think
remember.
right now I have like 95.
all the Naruto's, save Naruto 2 because that was madness.
Yeah.
Wanted. God, what else did I get a platinum for? Oh, The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Well, that's actually pretty easy.
I think I was at 96 or 97
I want
on platinums in Xbox terms.
Xbox that you complete.
Yeah, 96 completed
You're
games.
completing. You're including arcade games.
Okay, so without arcade games, 75.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
Assassin's Creeds,
Stop playing Xbox.
all the Assassin's Creed, Tekken 6,
Oh, I know.
Halo,
I got Tekken 6.
Halo 4, Halo Reach, a lot, just a lot.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
just
I
so
mean,
many.
I only got 2, Walking Dead and 13.
Also, Modern Warfare 2.
Fine,
Oh yeah, I did do Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
God, the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
mission.
Fine, fine, that's the reason why I borrowed 13-2 from your IoT.
Yeah, just the platinum it. Screw
Oh, I platinumed that too, yeah.
It's just the platinum.
13, though, I could
Still
not.
gotta play.
No, 13, yeah, it's.
I could collect all the weapons. Fuck
No,
you. I'm
no,
like,
I did the
it's-
long. I just don't sell anything. That's easy. It's
no,
defeat
no.
the longuis.
No, you have to.
well, no,
no.
I did the trick where you just keep casting
Death,
death on
yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
got anything from it. 30 hours straight, nothing from it. I'm like,
yeah, you got
fuck this game. No gil. You don't get
You
money
don't
for
get money,
anything.
you
I'm like, yo, why? So I'm like, next
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I mean that's why I stopped because I beat Ultimate already. And I'm like, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want. I already got one ultimate weapon, and that's good enough for me.
I mean,
so
that game
moving on.
already depressed me enough there in the Hope and Snow scene. I'm like, Hope, stop being a bitch. Please stop.
The best scene from that game was where
Vala and, what was it? The black guy.
Sash.
Saz
No,
and Vala. That was probably the.
That was definitely the best scene.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
My favorite scene was when lightning kept punching snow. Like it was actually,
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Boom, we need to stop everything." And then she's about to punch. He's like, "I'm gonna save her," and then she was like, I was like, "That was a good scene." That was
It was
a
a
good
good
scene.
scene, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You did this to my son.
Yeah.
You holding a gun.
I'm like, yeah, Hope. I mean, he's just a kid. I can't blame the guy.
Yeah.
He can't-
Hope, I'm gonna stab you. You can't do it, Hope.
He
You don't
can't
got the
do it.
balls.
I'm gonna stop. Okay, I can't do it because I'm still just a kid. I'm sorry, but yeah, if there was one,
And then 13-2 had nothing, none
Yeah,
of
but I
that.
do have another game of regret though. It's not being able to play games that everybody else has played. It's just because I always feel like that one guy who never played that game because my either I don't have the console anymore because it's
Well, it's
broke.
not that bad.
I lost it, but yeah. But
Not
you,
that bad.
you know how I feel when I see people talk about games like the games like Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, shit, I still never finished that game.
Speaking of my mic, Kevin,
Not
hold
even-
this for me. I'm gonna be right back.
Aye.
I'm gonna get something.
I am now in 2 mics.
And I was gone.
I'll be back, internet.
I was going, no, I'm gonna have to tease it, but yeah,
Okay.
it was actually really sad. Like, I'm still just that one guy who never played that PlayStation 2 game because I don't have a PlayStation 2 anymore. Because the only games I'm playing were Onimusha. Yeah. Crap, I can't even think of anything else. Yeah, Devil May Cry. That was the only one.
Yeah.
The first one, that was the only one I was able to finish. GTA 3, I was just fooling around that game, and
Yeah.
wow,
Well, yeah, Devil May Cry 1, I haven't
Yeah.
I've never played it since till the HD collection came out.
never did.
Everyone was like, Devil May Cry is good. I'm like, yeah, I like 3. And like they're like, yeah, 1 was good too. I'll be like, yeah. And I never played 2 either. I'm like, why is 2 bad? And then after the HD collection, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, like I like when people say games are bad, I do like to play the game to see why
Yeah, just
and
to
see
see
if
why.
they're just being, snurfy.
Just to see why. Heck,
Yeah.
I was like that when I was playing 13. I was like, so what exactly was it that people hate about it? When I finished, I was like, it's not that bad. I was like, this was one of the games I still continue to play
Yeah.
all the time because I love the combat so freaking much.
Yeah,
It's so-
combat. And
it was-
if you saw 13, was
Yeah,
it
but
13
it
too,
did-
they
no,
changed the
I mean,
combat.
it did have some bullshit, but I was like, it was some bullshit that I was able to put up with.
Well, yeah, you can exploit some of those
Yeah,
things.
you can't exploit some of those.
Especially the paradigm shifts. They're
Yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah,
But yeah, they switched that.
especially that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was still. But yeah, it was still one of my regrets not being able to play games everybody else has played, especially previous generations. Now, because now there's this game God Hand that I would like to play.
God Hand, oh my god.
I wish that I played that.
Oh my
Now, I wish
god.
that-
It's so expensive still.
Yeah, it's so expensive to get it on the
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And the only other way to play it is on the PSN, but I heard that has some issues of its own, and you can play it on the emulator, but
Yeah.
I'm a Mac user, so that's
yeah.
another stupid
It,
regret.
it sounds like Daniel is full of regret.
It's,
But yeah, God Hand, that game was funny. Everybody gave it bad reviews, but that shit was
no,
funny.
it was just IGN.
Oh, the only
IGN back then were pretty ignorant. I'll give them that.
They have IGN ignorant, same thing.
I know, everybody, I know that joke is
Yeah.
still pretty lame, but yeah.
Yeah, I bet it is.
That was like one of, I was like, regret, but well, you gotta be able to catch up on something again, like Ninja Game, for example. I only played the Xbox version, but I never had a chance to finish it. And by then it came out on the V, I was like, yes, I finally got a chance. I played it, finished it, and I was satisfied. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't have anybody else to talk about it with. Such a
Yeah.
bummer, yeah.
Those games that you played, no one, you can't
Didn't
talk to
I can't
anybody
talk
about
anyone
it.
because they
Yeah,
were
yeah, I played Rumble Roses. No, okay, I'm the only one. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played Rumble Roses.
Shit. I wish I played that game just for the laugh, really.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Mud wrestling matches.
My wrestling matches with females doing headlocks and stuff.
What was another game that
Like,
no one ever
that is
played?
so violent, Kevin. It is so stupidly violent just watching
Yeah.
women strangle each other on the mud while getting wet with the bikini tops and cowboy hats. Yeah, that was really, really
You
violent.
can't have a conversation with that because it just turns weird.
You could.
I only played that for a little bit. It was, yeah. What was another weird game that you can't talk about with anything?
Yeah, you can't really talk about today.
I mean, Shenmue, yeah, because people don't know about it.
Holy,
You get a few people.
Yeah, I know about it, but I never
Yeah.
played it because and I had a Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Now that I have an Xbox, so I don't know.
It might be anything on Dreamcast because only hardcore players.
That is true, actually. Only on Dreamcast that you can talk about.
Some games like Choo Choo Rocket, like I love Choo Choo Rocket. Like what the fuck's Choo Choo Rocket?
Wait,
Space.
what the hell is Choo Choo
You don't know Choo Choo Rocket?
No, I do not
Alright,
know.
exactly. There we go.
Yeah.
There's a Space Channel. You don't.
I do know that, yeah.
You don't want to talk about that.
Well, I mean, come on. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
And
come
Michael,
on.
that's what everyone says. Michael Jackson. That's all you gotta say about Space Channel.
Yeah.
And what's up, Natalie?
Natalie's
Yeah,
here?
Natalie's been here since 3:00, and I
What?
found it awkward that she's been in the office.
Well, bring her in here.
Oh, Natalie. She can't hear me.
Well, I'm gonna bring it in here.
Alright, bring her here.
Continue to entertain people somehow.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the the Kevin one man show. Space Channel 5. What was another weird? Oh, Katamari Damacy. That's a weird game.
We just talk about games that people will never want to talk about again. So
Yeah.
join us.
Io. Games that you've played that you would rarely have a conversation with. I started off with Rumble Roses.
I was just talking dirty for no reason
Yeah.
whatsoever.
What
So.
happened?
Games-
I said I'd be out for a second. And
Yeah,
what
no,
happened?
we were resuming that, and we said like games that you can't have a conversation for that you've
Yeah,
played.
that was my other regret.
Yes. Games that you can't talk about because you regret. Dead or Alive.
No.
No,
Games that you've played that people probably don't know,
No.
won't know, or you can't
Oh
talk
no!
about.
Damn!
Yeah.
I wanted to save that for next week.
Oh, you want to save that?
Well, we can.
I
Like
because that was like my one
that was-
other regret.
Def-
Not being able to play some games that
I
everybody
told
else have played.
yeah, it was like
and
Choo Choo.
Like-
yeah.
everybody needs to play. Oh my god, what's the name of that? The something in the Legend of the Holy Protein. Choaniki.
Choaniki?
Oh my god, you don't know Choaniki?
I don't know Choaniki
You
either.
know Just Google it.
I
right
don't
now.
know Choaniki either.
You know Choaniki.
Alright, we found his game of Choaniki.
Choaniki. Just do it now. ANI. Okay, there it is. Kevin, look. Choaniki.
Choaniki.
Yes. Just click any YouTube video,
Wait, what?
anything.
All I
Anything.
see is a Morgan.
Go and YouTube this right now. I cannot believe you guys
Video
don't
games
know.
that shouldn't exist.
Choaniki.
Choaniki. What?
Just keep going.
What
Just keep
is
going.
this?
Just keep going.
No
No talking. This may give you
They
nightmares.
give you like
It's the most amazing game you have ever seen.
I'm intrigued.
It's that Japanese.
just another Japanese weird.
It's that Japanese game where like
Oh God.
it's just
Oh,
complete nonsense, and This is one of the older games though. The newer games, it's essentially a shooter, like a Gradius shooter, but you play as two weightlifting men who are chasing someone who has stolen the holy protein.
the holy.
You'll see it, everyone's a buffed up male, and you're just chasing down someone who stole your protein. But you shoot in just the most ridiculous gay position.
Oh my god!
And the music is terrible, and the voice acting is bad, and there's like enemies who shoot out of their penis, and like it's just so bizarre. So bizarre.
I'm not even sure I want to go through with this. What? What? What the hell is that about?
This is one of the older the stupider ones, but there's definite. It gets weird.
Please tell me else something else to talk about. Any other games?
Any other game that people need to play? You said
No.
They need to play that.
they
No,
have to. You haven't lived if you haven't.
You haven't lived if you haven't
What
played.
other game?
You
is
had
there
it from out
that
here, people.
It's Choaniki is the greatest game ever made. That's easy. You have to play. God, I can't think of one off the bat. So I wanted to be next week. I was about to say you have to play the Kingdom Hearts 2, Under the Sea level.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
No. Let's not talk about it. I
How
want
did
to.
they fuck up so bad?
The only reason I went to that was just to get the component for the master keyboard. That's pretty much
You
that.
had the perfect.
That's like the only reason.
All I remember is Shake a
laughing at
Fin
you.
so bad.
Yeah.
Like it's so bad.
But they had make-up music for that, right?
It was just music.
It was
yeah, it was
just-
just made up fake
Yeah.
nonsense
Yeah.
for forever. Like why would you?
Why would you do
Why
that?
would you do that?
I think
Part one was awesome.
I think
Yeah.
as you stated, I had to get the Men in Black scanner to forget that because I don't remember it anymore.
Men in
Wow.
Black. Oh,
Well,
you, Natalie? Oh, everybody also behind Daniel.
Special guest appearance.
Special guest appearance at the end is yes, it's live. Every internet can see you. It says right there, stop recording. That means it is recording. This is Natalie Caro. Caro. Natalie.
Apparently,
Microphone.
that's what you're talking about.
Hi.
I don't think they can hear you. Can you hear you? They can't. You see that little thing that's moving right there?
Uh-huh.
That's the talking.
Should I scream?
Nope, your
No.
is good enough. So say, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Natalie. I'm the secretary of the game club.
Yeah.
I'm the undefeated
Eat
Mario
that
Kart
matches.
Oh my
champion.
God, is that Kermit?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm the undefeated Mario Kart champion.
Undefeated
Undefeated.
Even though I beat you once
No.
yesterday.
He beat you. It doesn't matter.
Make
Yeah.
it a tournament and I'll win.
You
Put money
can't
in the
not
line and I'll
win.
win.
I did last week.
There was not money in the line.
Yeah, there's
There's always
When?
money.
there's always money on the line.
It's
When?
Doubles. We did
So
double
she's
dash.
only undefeated
When there's money on the
when
line.
there's money that she doesn't remember was on the
What?
line.
No.
That's awesome.
I don't cheat. Drifting.
You snake.
Drifting.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, blue shell.
Shoots and ladders. What is-
No.
Red shell. blue
Were you
shell.
drift in a straightaway?
Yeah, no, that's a skill. That's not a cheat.
Oh,
Okay.
snake! I'm like, what the
You go-
fuck are you talking about? Metal Gear?
No.
Mario Kart?
Snake. Snake. Blue shell.
Everyone needs to play Moonbase Alpha.
Oh no! No.
No,
Is
That's the greatest Let's Play I've ever seen.
John
They
Madden.
just started off, and
John
they
Madden.
just started off,
John Madden,
and the
John
first
Madden.
thing that happens is it's just a black screen of like it's loading. And the first thing they hear is, "It's not gay if you're on the moon." That's the first thing. Just that and John Madden everywhere.
John Madden.
It's the greatest.
Ayo.
It's the
You got a
game.
game that people should play that you think never.
What is a game that people should play that have never played before?
Does it have to be a bad game?
I feel like Ruby Rock. Corbin!
a bad game that people should never have played.
No, a
No,
game.
that's
Any
not
game.
the
Any
game
game.
game at all.
Shoniki's
Oh,
beyond bad.
okay, well, there's a game that I've played for the PS1 that no one has ever played.
Which is?
It's Eternal Eyes.
What is Eternal?
What?
Eyes?
What?
Exactly.
What is that?
I don't remember.
Your roommate knew about it, Matthew Downey. He knew. He was able to talk to me about it.
So Robert Downey Jr. knows about this one?
No, Matthew. Wait, I said Robert Downey. Sorry, Matthew.
What is the game about?
What
It's
is it?
like a mixture of Pokemon and Final Fantasy and like Fire Emblem.
Sounds like Monster Rancher.
It does sound exactly like
Monster Rancher, yeah.
No, it's not.
Eyes? Because
It's Eternal Eyes. It was the first game I ever owned.
Want
It's
to
for
wiki that or
PS1.
something?
Yes,
I
it's
might-
like it's anime
might
too. I showed you Io. I showed you one day, and you're like, "Whoa, this looks cool. I gotta try it out." It's Eternal Eyes.
Eternal Life.
Eternal Eyes.
Nobody ever seems to know about that game.
Eternal
Eyes.
This
Eyes?
dummy just put Eternal Lies.
I
No.
Because what? Just
But
click an image. Let
yeah,
me see
images,
something.
images. It's that. That's the game I played. No, go to more images.
Just keep.
It's a PS1 game.
That's
a PS1
Good,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a PS1 game.
Click something.
it's
I need to see.
anime-ish.
Oh my god, it is
It
anime.
looks like Tactics.
It's exactly.
It's
It looks,
Tactics.
it looks like
It is.
Tactics.
It has like the movement style of Fire Emblem, but it has Pokemon because little creatures.
Oh, it's one of them Japanese
SRPGs.
No,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what it's called.
Strapedy.
Strappity.
Strapedy.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
I believe these are the main characters.
I've
and-
never
Oh,
heard of
main
it.
characters you can't tell if they're female or male.
What? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
One's
Obviously, you
Luke
can
and
tell
girl's a girl.
you can tell the girl with the white hair is definitely a girl.
Right,
No,
that's
it's
a.
guy. His name is Luke.
His name is Lelouch. What?
Luke.
His name is Lelouch. We have an animated
Oh, I know. it's
hermaphrodite
Luke. I
named
don't know
Lelouch.
the other one. Shut up.
So it's an SRPG on the PlayStation 1 with Pokemon elements, or is that what you call it?
Pokemon, Final Fantasy.
Well, I think if you look at this one, it looks like there's a fucking penguin with
See,
no
that's the
hair.
Pokemon. That's not a Pokemon thing that you guys have. It's like they're puppets that you control.
Stick on.
Puppets.
They're literally puppets, though.
Wow.
They're puppets.
Pipette? Pipette?
I haven't even gotten so far in the game. I
Unlock
haven't-
your disc.
That's-
Monster
Seed.
Seed.
Yeah, now I think about
Monster Seed.
it. Now I think about it. I did
It
play.
sounds really dirty.
Now I think about it. I did play a Bomberman game with Pokemon monsters that you can collect.
What are you talking about?
It's weird, I know.
That doesn't sound real, sir.
No,
it's
it is
not.
real. It is in fact real. I'm not joking.
So a
about
game where you throw bombs.
it. A game where you throw
Bomberman?
bombs, but you can
Oh
also
my
co-
god, that's the most awesome bash I've ever seen.
Why is that
Bombs?
Eternal Eyes? I don't get that.
Because he has blue
Because
eyes.
Eternal Eyes is awesome.
Shut up, Kevin. I know what that means. Bash the Stampede has nothing to do with Eternal
Eternal Eyes.
Eyes. Like,
I don't know. But yeah.
Love Peace.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
That cat. Damn it. It's like one episode he's hanging outside of her room and this cat's like either on the roof or in the garbage or something. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
There are things in cats,
This
man.
has nothing to do with video games.
Eternal Eyes.
Eternal Eyes is because Vash the Stampede
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Pokemon had a baby
And Monster Rancher.
with Final Fantasy.
Tactics.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
It's the
Fire
stupidest
I
thing
guess it's
ever.
one of those rare.
It's a good game.
I'm not saying it's bad.
No, nobody says it's bad.
Biggest gaming regret.
Famous.
Biggest
she's in
gaming
here.
regret.
What game? No. What
No.
do you regret not doing this console or any console generation?
What?
I regret owning so many games and not beating them. He regrets buying an Xbox instead of a PlayStation first when, he's an idiot. And he regrets having a Mac because he's an even bigger dummy. So, what do you regret gaming wise?
Oh, there's I guess two.
Okay.
One of them I regret was I bought. Oh, is it Spyro? You're the Dragonfly for the GameCube. It was the worst Spyro game I ever played in my entire
You
life.
heard that, Activision?
It was terrible. I traded it in for The Incredibles, which was just as bad, but I
Oh,
thought that one.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, it was pretty bad. And then the other one I regret is not having been introduced to Final Fantasy sooner.
That would take the cake. That would take the
I
cake.
played the Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube.
That-
That was like the
Fantasy.
worst
That
one. They
wasn't
say
Final
that.
Yeah.
Fantasy
Oh,
at
really?
all.
Yeah, well, they say it's Final
No, it
Fantasy.
wasn't. You
I
had to-
liked
was a
it.
guy
It had a bunch
carrying
of
a
Matt
lamp.
Marvellas.
And then I have
Yeah.
the DS. But
Shout outs
I never
to
played like the
Lalafa.
original ones though, and I'm like, oh, that
It's
sounds so
not
good.
the same when you
Yeah.
carry a light
not my
bulb and
fault.
fight monsters and
I just
purple
wasn't
and smoke.
introduced to it. Some person failed that. Bring that into
She's introduced to
No,
it
it's
now.
not because you had Eternal Eyes. You
Yeah,
played
Eternal
half of
Eyes.
My father. It's the same game. What?
Your,
Oh,
fa-
what?
your father showed you Eternal
He
Eyes,
bought me the game.
but not
Final
Final
Because he
Fantasy.
doesn't know anything about video games.
Your father doesn't know anything about video games.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
you
know how to
said.
turn a computer on.
Wow.
Well, does he know how to turn on the computer now?
No.
No.
No, that's my
So
mom.
when you play League of
I
Legends,
was
is
gonna
he
make
like
a Mac joke.
No, they don't. No.
okay?
They understand though. They're like, I'm playing League of Legends. I can't stop. All right, well, bother your sister then. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
They understand. They know.
Mom, I'm playing League of Legends. Turn that shit off!
Now my mom's like, oh, sorry.
that's
I
what
won't
mine
bother
would do.
you.
What are
I
you
won't
talking-
interrupt you. My mom says.
this game, I don't.
For me, it's like, let me just finish this one section.
This guy.
An hour and a half
This
later,
guy.
I'm here.
Oh, I got promoted today in leagues. Yes, I'm a platinum. Just kidding, I'm bronze too.
You're lucky. I'm not even ranked 30 yet.
Yeah, why don't you let
Aw.
Ron know that? You should let Ron know about that.
He helped me actually. Thank you, Ron. He helped me get to bronze too.
Okay.
I was like, get out.
Ah.
Anyway.
Speaking of that, Activision wants its records back.
Why is everybody? What?
What?
From Grand Theft Auto, because
Oh,
they're doing so
that
bad.
guy,
Activision's
right,
like,
yeah.
yeah, we'll be taking our records back.
Like, $2 billion.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck with that.
Go with that. I'm not one of them, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be one of them either. With dogs.
Dogs.
Anyway, that's, I guess,
Call of Duty Nintendogs.
Call of Duty dog. We spent all of our production money on this dog. It has canines and real teeth and fur, and you can pet it. And fish move, and like, what the fuck are you talking
Look at the hair! You hairy man!
Also, it has tattoo in the ear.
in the ear, like every real dog in real life does. We have.
We had studied dogs for 3 years in Siberia.
Also, it will also. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but it also plays football with you.
Plays ball one of the levels.
E3, they're E3 in a rap. Call of Duty dog. Oh God.
Oh.
Not gonna spoil the ending.
Oh, yeah.
Ending. The dog dies.
Oh, yeah.
Something happened. What
Dog dies.
Oh yeah, someone from the chat said his biggest gaming regret was renting Superman 64.
No. You know I would be that guy in the room. Superman 64 is not a bad game when you were a kid. It's the only game where you could fly on a whim. What other game could you fly? Like I was like, this game. I don't even care about the rings. I'm flying. And I saw the cartoon. The cartoon.
1942.
What?
The space
You have
shooting is
shooting.
flying.
You're a game where you didn't play as a freaking airplane where you could fly. The only other
MGK?
Superman game, no, he had a cape. He glided. The only Superman game where you could fly was Super Genesis game. Superman is Dead, and you could only like jump up to the top of the screen. You couldn't really do much with it. The Superman 64 game, was awesome. It was back then when you were a kid and you couldn't have the capability of knowing when a game sucked or not. You just had it.
You just had it.
Yeah.
Because it's.
Well, not bad. I mean, now it's a piece of, like, donkey penis. But back then, it was awesome. But I feel your pain, and I'm sorry. Because the N64 did have a lot of games.
But he rented it from Blockbuster, so.
So you still have it.
He just rented it.
Does anyone still have
No.
games from Blockbuster? I think I still have.
There's no
I,
way you return them.
I still have.
There's
Was
no
it
way you return all
GTA
of
2?
them. Uh-huh.
Metal Gear, no, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, and Harry Potter, Sorcerer's.
Stone.
Yeah.
It was drizzling a bit. I've been in here for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't think so. It was lightning.
That and Liar Liar.
Liar had a game.
Like
No,
it?
the video.
Oh, the video.
Oh,
Liar for the N64.
before. You had it here.
Any other thing we comment on? We should wrap this up. Daniel, read. And no, I mean on the chat.
On the chat.
Is there anything new?
Some Matt said that he wasted 3 hours with my Emerald's new Zoc. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Emerald of what?
He's talking about Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah. He said he lost 15 Pokemon in my Pokemon Emerald.
I had a leaf green or fire red.
Ooh. I love it.
God,
I still have it. I
I
love it.
lost it.
Well, that sucks for you.
Oh man.
I have to have mine.
I saw original red.
That's what I wanted to bring up actually. Pokemon Black, Pokemon X and Y. have-
And then Z.
Nintendo has implemented this new program where you pay $5 of real money to Nintendo per year, and they give you a drop box.
Is that the Nintendo Club or
Yeah,
something?
no, not the Nintendo Club, but it's something. They give them $5 and they give you a bank that holds 3,000 Pokemon, and they put it in the cloud. So no matter what game you own from here on out, you can have your Pokemon transfer across it, and you don't have to worry about my case losing the game. They have it,
Yeah.
but you have to pay the money.
$5.
So it's like a real life Professor
It's a
Oak.
real life Gary's PC.
Gary's
So
PC. Or,
The problem is not even a problem. There's like 700 something Pokemon maybe now. Quick, I might be wrong. They give you 3,000 slots, so you have more than enough space for one of each.
doubles.
Double,
Too.
triples.
Triples.
But,
oh, shinies.
You actually the only funny thing is I think if in Black and White 2 you can upload them to the cloud, but you cannot download. So for those games, when you put your Pokemon there, that's it. But for every other game, X and Y, and from then on, you can put in and put out as much as you want. So that's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Keep up with that. I don't think I'll do it because I keep losing my Pokemon games.
What's with the background on Facebook?
Everybody likes Mario Kart nowadays. I figure I would.
No,
pander
No,
to
he
Mario
just got
people.
so jealous at the tournament that we had.
I don't
I'm
put
gonna
Nintendo
change
stuff.
that background. It
Why?
looks it's so lame.
I'll change it.
Okay,
Alright.
make something good.
I want to
Chinese
go and
electric
pander
Batman.
to everybody, not just
Yeah.
the Dark Souls crowd every
Yo,
other
you're-
week.
Okay. Look, I love Mario Kart, but no.
Yo, there's no other Mario Kart that doesn't have a picture of Mario
Do the
spread
villager.
eagle on the front on top of a motorcycle. That's every
You don't play
Kart
Mario
picture.
Kart. You don't know a good picture. Don't you raise your hand at me. I'm gonna smack you.
There's not even enough space to.
He put the villager on there.
Villager.
No, I already put like 3 of them.
Oh, really?
I wanted to too. That moon one is too godlike.
Oh, yeah.
I love it so much. I think I might put. I want to put the Jumanji there, but it's not raining.
What about the face of mercy? Does this look
It
like
does this look like the face of mercy?
No, I literally
Yeah, he put, like, 3
I
of them
put
on
like
there.
the week that it was announced. I just kept changing it. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to put more. It's so stupid.
So what
Right.
else do we have? Origins?
What?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
X and Y? No, I know.
Put Eternal Eyes.
Yes,
or
yes,
or the
yes,
thing
yes.
whatever that choo whatever you just said.
Oh, Joe and Nikki.
Yeah, Joe and Nikki.
No,
Because it's
do
just
Eternal
heavily
Eye.
oiled men.
Eternal Eye. Sounds like Dragon Ball Z.
You need to.
Heavily
Joe and
oiled
Nikki.
men.
Joe and Nikki
Choniki.
it is.
Choniki.
You will get. No one wants to go on the page. The heavy protein. When this is done, you have to see the video.
I'm not why.
You have to see the.
What about Sonic?
Yes.
Oh, no.
So everybody, that's our third meeting for the week.
Sonic.
I think I'll have to come up with a
No. Sonic Adventure 2.
I have no idea what is going on now. This room is
my
melting
God.
around me.
Yeah.
Put it
Yeah,
on.
we could just wrap it out here now. So
Thank you. All right, so everybody,
that
thank you
background
for
You hit like a vegetarian.
talking about.
but
We need to get out of here, everybody. So thank you for paying attention, giving us your night, and we hope to see you next week.
And
on
love and peace.
GC
Yeah.
Squared, I guess.
NGC
whatever.
squared.
We'll figure out the name and let you know next week, hopefully.
Yeah,
Dan's gonna play some horrible fucking songs, so please mute your audio.
yeah,
No,
please.
no,
I
no.
advise you to lower the volume right now.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, have a good night.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Stop it! Oh my god! We are playing